Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, Counter Spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Drama on this Wednesday, episodes of Escape, Earth Abides, Boston Blackie starring Dick Kollmar, Dangerous Assignment starring Brian Donlevy, Lon Clark as Nick Carter, Master Detective, and an episode of Claudia. That's all straight ahead on this Wednesday. This is the 5th day of November, 309th day of the year. We have 56 days left till in 2025. Nate Turner, American slave leader, tried, convicted, and sentenced to death in Virginia on this date in 1831. In 1862, Abraham Lincoln removed George B. McClellan as commander of the Union Army for the second and final time. In defiance of the law, suffragist Susan B. Anthony voted for the first time on this date in 1872. She was later fined $100. Now, while that's not a trivial amount, today's equivalent would be $2,600, Anthony wanted a significant punishment. Never happened. They just fined her $100 and let her go. George B. Selden granted the first U.S. patent on this date in 1895 for an automobile. President Roosevelt elected to a third term as president on this date in 1940. And in 1968, President Nixon won the American presidency in what turned out to be a decades-long realignment election.
I have received a very gracious message from the Vice President. I have also had a telephone conversation with him. I congratulated him for his gallant and courageous fight. I also told him that as he finished this campaign, that I know exactly how he felt. I know how it feels to lose a close one. Having lost a close one 8 years ago and having won a close one this year, I can say this: winning's a lot more fun.
Analysts have argued the election of 1968 was a major realignment as it permanently disrupted the New Deal coalition that had dominated presidential politics for 36 years. Nixon won the popular vote by a 0.7 percentage point margin, but won easily in the Electoral College 301 to 191. Election also featured a strong third-party run by former Alabama Governor George Wallace, a vocal advocate for racial segregation. He carried several states in the Deep South, ran well in some ethnic enclave industrial districts in the North. It was the last election in 1968 where at least one state carried by a third-party candidate. In 1972, President Nixon won re-election, promising a swift end to the Vietnam War. In his concession speech, opponent George McGovern fired harshly at the president.
When Dr. Kissinger came out and said that peace was at hand, he was misleading the people of this country. He knew what he said was false. He and Mr. Nixon knew that it was a deliberate deception, designed to fool the American people for the sake of Republican votes. Peace is not at hand. It is not even in sight.
The U.S. was, in fact, out of Vietnam in 6 months from this election. And the McGovern campaign made a lot of mistakes. To this day, it's pointed at as an example of how not to run a campaign. Rabbi Meir Kahane, the founder of the far-right Koch movement, shot dead in 1990 after a speech at a New York City motel. President Clinton re-elected following a sharp contest from Reform Party candidate Ross Perot, who won 8.5% of the popular vote, and Bob Dole, who won almost 41% of the vote.
Today, the American people have spoken. They have affirmed our course. They have told us to go forward. America has told every one of us, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents, loud and clear, It is time to put politics aside, join together, and get the job done for America's future.
The Republican Party, however, maintained a majority in both the House and Senate. Saddam Hussein, former president of Iraq, and his co-defendants, Barzan Ibrahim al-Tilkriti and Awan Hamed al-Bandar, sentenced to death on this date in 2006 in the Al-Du jail trial for their roles in the 1982 massacre of 148 Shia Muslims, Hussein repeatedly rejecting the court's authority.
Saddam Hussein al-Majid.
Long live the people. Long live the nation. Down with the invaders. Go to hell, you and the court.
Hussein hanged the following week. The Android mobile operating system unveiled by Google on this date in 2007. In 2009, 13 people died at Fort Hood, Texas, in the worst mass shooting ever on a U.S. military base. Those who lived there were stunned.
I don't believe for a second that a soldier could do this to another soldier at Fort Hood. I don't believe it.
Army psychiatric major Nidal Hassan, later convicted of murder, sentenced to death, and he has not yet been executed. Former Penn State defensive coordinator Jerry Sandusky arrested on this date in 2011 on child sex abuse charges. Niles Frederickson, a spokesperson for Pennsylvania's Attorney General.
Mr. Sandusky is accused of sexually assaulting 8 different young men dating back to 1995.
Sandusky would be convicted, sentenced to 30 to 60 years in prison for the abuse of 10 boys over a 15-year period. 2017, a gunman armed with an assault rifle opened fire in a small church in Sutherland Springs, Texas. 26 killed, including himself, and wounding 20 others. This woman lost a lot of friends and neighbors.
The people who passed away were really good friends. And we know we're going to see them in heaven.
Back in 2012, a crowd of fans during a performance by rapper Travis Scott at a Houston music festival left 10 people dead as people were squeezed so tightly they couldn't breathe. Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg, in a news conference, said there would be no prosecution of Scott or festival organizers.
In this instance, the grand jury of the 228th District Court of Harris County found that no crime did occur, that no single individual was criminally responsible.
And it was on this date a year ago today, Donald Trump became the first president to be elected to a non-consecutive second term in 132 years since Grover Cleveland won the 1892 election. Passing away on this date, George M. Cohan, the musician, actor, writer, composer, musician Art Tatum, actor Ward Bond, country singer Johnny Horton, The Battle of New Orleans, Chief O'Hara on The Batman Show, Stafford Rep, Canadian conductor Guy Lombardo, who did not take New Year's Eve with him, as many people thought would happen. The man behind Little Abner, Al Capp. Also the Coasters, Bobby Nunn, actor Fred McMurray, singer, politician Jimmy Davis. Singer from the Coasters, another Coasters singer, Billy Guy. The Righteous Brothers, one half of the Righteous Brothers, Bobby Hatfield, actress, singer Jill Clayburgh, and singer, songwriter, rapper Aaron Carter. All those folks passing away on this date in history. Birth date of those who have gone on before include Mrs. Howell on Gilligan's Island, Natalie Schaefer, Tales of the Texas Ranger star Joel McRae, also Roy Rogers, actress Vivian Leigh, the accordionist on the Lawrence Welk Show, Myron Florin, and Ike Turner. All those folks born on this date in history, they have left this mortal coil.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
The beautiful Elkie Summer, 85 years old today. Singer Art Garfunkel, who talks about how one single broke out for the group.
When I came home, they told me at Columbia that we've gotten some airplay response on your Wednesday Morning album, which was at that point a year old, doing no business. But one of the songs in it, called The Sound of Silence, seems to be making some noise in the Cocoa Beach area of the Florida coast. And while you were away, we hope you don't mind, we went into the studio and put some electric instruments to give it more of a folk rock rather than folk sound. And what do you think of it? And they played it for me, and I, totally conditioned to failure, said, it's nice, but so what?
Of course, we know so what. It became their legacy. Art Garfunkel, 84 years old today. Peter Noon from Herman's Hermits is 78 today. Kris Jenner is 70.
I'm going to make sure that my daughter has the most beautiful, glamorous, delicious wedding in the whole entire world.
From Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the mother of 4 Kardashian girls and 2 Jenner girls, Kris Jenner, 70 years old today. From Terminator 2 and from Judgment Day, Robert Patrick, 67. Bryan Adams, Cuts Like a Knife at 66. Tatum O'Neal, 62 years old today. From Scrubs, Judy Reyes is 58. From The Wire and Oz, Seth Gilliam is 52. Corin Nemec, you remember him from Parker Lewis Can't Lose? Fox attempted reimagining of the Ferris Bueller movie. Also from Stargate SG-1, and in the mini-series based on Stephen King's The Stand, Corin Nemec, 54 today. One of the Jonas Brothers, Kevin Jonas, is 38. And from Supernatural, The Mentalist and Arrow, Madison McLaughlin is 30. Those just a few of the people celebrating the 5th day of November as their birthday. If this is your birthday,
happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Something will not only help you live longer, but will also help you live better, is taking care of your gut. There is nothing worse than living in constant digestive distress, and that is what Professor B's Digestive Aid dealt with. It was originally developed to assist people who were going through cancer treatments, and of course one of the side effects of dealing with chemotherapy is your gut bothers you. Well, this actually helped. They developed Professor B's. 2 ingredients, honey and the ancient apotheria. Those 2 ingredients together give you natural health and restore your digestive balance naturally. Now, I hope that you will take an opportunity to check it out. It is very, very simple to check it out. Go to the link in the show notes or go to classicradio.stream. You'll find the link there on both places. Or go to profbees.com. That's Professor Bees, Prof, PROFBEES.com. Use my promo code Wyatt, WYATT. If you buy, you support me, you support the show, we get a commission, but you also get a 10% savings. It's best deal available on Professor B's Digestive Aid. Profbees.com, PROFBEES.com. Check it out today. Save yourself some money, your wallet, and your gut will thank you very, very much. Alrighty, coming up next here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, an adaptation of a book I dearly love. It is Earth Abides, a post-apocalyptic world that died very quietly. And a lot of people don't even really know what happened. But you'll find out all that's known. From 75 years ago, John Dehner stars. That's up next.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Howard Duff with this reminder. 640 and 1240. These are the Conelrad frequencies during a national emergency. 640 and 1240 on your regular radio will be your only official means of receiving vital information. Remember, 640 and 1240.
Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the George Stewart book, Earth Abides is a shocker, a thriller, and a very gentle book on leaving the age of today, the de-evolution of America and the rebuilding of America and the world. Although we really only explore America because that's the only place that Ish could get to. Ish, of course, played by John Dehner. This episode of Escape originally broadcast 75 years ago, November 5th, 1950.
You, finding life rather dull, dreaming again of exotic places, wishing you were somewhere else? We offer you Escape.
Today, Escape brings you one of the most unusual and terrifying stories of recent years. It is a story of such scope that the producers of Escape, in order to dramatize its full impact, will present it in 2 episodes. So now, with the performance of John Dehner as Isherwood Williams, we bring you part 1 of George Stewart's powerful novel, Earth Abides. If a killing type of virus strain should suddenly arise by mutation, it could, because of the rapid transportation in which we indulge nowadays, be carried to the far corners of the earth and cause the death of millions of people.
If you should awake some morning, tomorrow morning, let's say, if you should wake to a man-dead world, where virtually all of human life had been dissolved from the face of the earth, leaving behind only buildings, bridges, machines, if you should awake to such a world tomorrow morning, what would you do? Where would you go? My name is Isherwood Williams. I was a student of ecology. I was in the Northern California wilderness gathering specimens of rock, plant, and animal life. I was alone and had been for a month. Climbing up to a sharp ledge one day, I felt a sudden sharp pain in my extended right hand. I withdrew it under reflex and looked up, and there, a foot above my head, I saw him, a rattler, coiled, ready to strike again. Slowly, carefully, I lowered myself and began to suck the poison from the bite. I wrapped a handkerchief about my wrist, tourniquet style, and headed for my cabin. There, I broke open my snake bite outfit, cut a neat crisscross in my hand at the point of the wound, and applied the rubber suction pump. Then I lay down on my cot. I felt sick. Sick because of the poison. Sick because I was alone. I was weak. In a few moments, deep, warm blackness closed in about me. I don't know how long I was unconscious, but I was awakened by the door.
Harry? Harry, look here. This one's still alive, I think.
Hello. I'm glad you came. I'm sick.
He's still alive, all right. Don't go near him. Come on, let's get out of here.
No, wait. I'm sick. Come back. Why? Why did they leave me when they knew I was sick? What were they afraid of? I tried to stand. My knees were like sponge rubber. But finally, I was able to stumble to my chest of drawers. And then I saw the hammer, my rock hammer, resting on the top of the chest. And it suddenly became the most important thing in the world to me. If I can lift this hammer, I told myself, I will live. I wrapped my fingers about its handle, and I lifted it slowly, then let it down. I breathed a sigh of relief. I would live. In the morning, I felt better. I got up, packed the car, and headed for the nearest town, Hudsonville, about 10 miles to the south. They'd take care of me in Hudsonville.
Consider, if you will, the case of the rats that once inhabited Christmas Island, a small bit of tropical verdure some 200 miles south of Java. In 1903, a new disease sprang up. The rats proved universally susceptible and soon were dying by the thousands. In spite of great numbers, in spite of an abundant supply of food, in spite of a rapid breeding rate, the species is now extinct.
Hudsonville. The familiar houses, stores, taverns, but no one on the streets. A hen scratched quietly in the dust. A lonely dog was howling somewhere. I got out of the car and walked into a little restaurant. The place was empty. Hey. Is anybody here? Hey! Silence. Deathly silence. On the counter, I saw a newspaper. I flipped it open. The headline,
Crisis. Acute.
I read the story, a dispatch from Washington.
The federal government is herewith suspended as of the emergency. All officers, including those of the armed forces, will put themselves under the orders of any functioning local authority by order of the acting president.
Front page, column 3.
The West Oakland Hospitalization Center has been abandoned. Its functions, including burials at sea, are now concentrated at the Berkeley Center. Keep tuned to your radio.
The radio. The radio in my car. I turned the dial to the most powerful station in the vicinity. Static. Nothing but static. Desperately, I twisted it from one end of the band to the other, praying for a human voice, a bar of music, anything. There wasn't a single radio station still in operation. The horn. Someone will hear the horn. Come on. No. Silence. Silence and death. I leaned back in the seat, exhausted. I sat that way for minutes before I looked at the paper again. The paper. The last sign of human life left to me. It was dated a week before. I read it through twice. Whole cities had perished. Medical centers, bodies. Doctors, nurses, burial crews hard at work, and then they too had fallen and died. The United States, the world, the stagnant flesh pool of death. Suddenly, with terror, I thought of home. I started for San Francisco. On the way, I helped myself to a tank full of gas at a station. Oddly enough, the pumps were still working. Electricity still flowed from the river-driven generators, and the lights still blazed. I wondered how I had survived. Perhaps the snake venom had counteracted the virus. Perhaps the clean wilderness, who could say? But somewhere, someone else was alive. The men at the cabin door, there must be others, but where? I passed some cows in a pasture. Smiled to myself at the irony. The world belonged once again to the animals.
Ecological observation. Pedigree means nothing now. The prize, which is life itself, will go to the keenest brain, the staunchest limb, the strongest jaw. The champion boars will die in their well-kept pens, but the shoats will roam wild. In a few generations, their legs will grow slim, their bodies thin, their tusks longer. Man, they need nothing from man.
I passed 4 or 5 cars on the highway, abandoned. But farther along, I spotted another car, and there was a man inside. I stopped and got out. He had fallen over the wheel. There was a bottle beside him and the strong smell of cheap liquor. I shook him. Come on. Come on, wake up. Wake up.
Oh,
wake up, I said.
Hey,
Come on now, come on.
Now, leave me alone. Now, you just leave me alone.
I said wake up.
Hey.
What's your name? Your name.
Oh, what difference does it make?
Oh, come on. Don't go back to sleep. What's your name?
Barlow. Barlow's my name. 58 Barlows in the Seattle telephone directory, and I'm the only one left. Me. The dirtiest skunk of the lot. What am I doing alive? Answer me that.
Go back to sleep, Mr. Barlow.
Wait. Here. It's free. On a house. Everything's on a house now. Have a drink.
No, thanks.
Hey, let me tell you why I'm still alive. Because I'm being punished. I'm not good enough to die.
Oh, goodbye, Mr. Barlow.
No, hey, come on back. I'll buy you a drink. It's good. I'll buy you a drink. Look here, I got $500. I took it from a bank yesterday. You want it here? $500.
San Francisco. The mute, dead city of San Francisco. A naked forest of concrete with its empty streets, its ghosts of newspapers blowing across alleys. I crossed the Bay Bridge, stretched over the blank water. A single car, coupe, parked in an emergency recess, was its sole possessor now. The Bay Bridge. A final monument to the greatness that had been mankind. I drove the familiar route toward home, turned right at San Lupo Drive, pulled up in front of the house. I walked up the stairs, took out my key, opened the door. Strange odor of must and stale food blew out at me. Mom? Dad? Mom! I fell into a chair and cried.
Observation. The desert and the wilderness began a long time ago. Men came only in the latter centuries. They camped at the springs and wore faint trails through the mesquite bushes. They laid rails, strung wire, paved long, straight roads. After a while, men were gone, leaving their small works behind them. In 1,000 years, at a conservative estimate, man will be a forgotten stone in the jungle.
Where would I go? I had no idea. I only knew I had to keep going. Change of place was my only comfort now, the only way I had of convincing myself that there was still life in the world. The snake bite began to hurt again, but it felt good, some small sign of living flesh. I left San Francisco and started across what had once been the United States, Route 66, through the giant Southwest, the towns, the empty, dead towns, the dust-blown, silent towns passed me by, one after another. Kingman, Flagstaff, Albuquerque, Oklahoma City. Just outside Guthrie, I saw a Negro tending his garden as if nothing had happened. He was afraid. He waved me on with a shotgun. In Tulsa, the sprinklers were still going in the park. I stopped. In Fayetteville, Arkansas, I heard music. Came from a little bar. neon lit, spitting its bright invitation to the empty street. I took my hammer and went inside. The bottles were stacked neatly, bar rag over the rack, and a broken jukebox, blazing in blues and reds, singing its song to the vacant, varnished tables.
And you just want to jump up and
shut
down
up.
like a carnival.
Shut up.
It's love.
Shut up.
There's a sparkle to me.
Shut up!
Shut up! Shut up! Well grounded you are, but you're soaring through air. Oh, but it's
I slept in the best auto courts of the most luxurious hotels. I slept and ate from the leavings of 150 million people. All the wealth of America had been bequeathed to me. All its wealth and its death. 3 days later, I pulled up the Pulaski Skyway, crossed George Washington Bridge, and came to Manhattan. The splendid, slow-decaying corpse of Fifth Avenue, the sable mink in the windows, the silly traffic lights changing color at naked intersections. Manhattan, soulless and dead.
Stretched out between its rivers, the city will remain for a long time. Stone and brick, concrete and asphalt, glass. Time deals gently with them. A window pane loosens, vibrates, breaks in a gusty wind. Lightning strikes, loosens the tiles of a cornice. The shade trees on the avenues die in their shallow pockets. Bats fly from the 59th floor. City dies slowly.
In the afternoon, I saw smoke from a chimney in the Bronx. I drove to the house, a small house, and knocked on the door. I heard footsteps. When the door opened, I saw a little, bald man with a broad smile, holding a handful of playing cards.
Milt Carson. How do you do? Come on in. You're in time for supper.
Well, thanks. I just ate.
This is Mrs. Carson.
How are you?
Won't you sit down?
Thanks.
Where are you from?
California.
I had a relative there.
We're just finishing a hand of gin. Say, look here. Isn't that a beauty?
Oh, the television set? Yes. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's a combination radio, television set, radio player. I'll bet it even does the washing. It took us 2 days to get it up the steps from the radio store.
I always wanted a set like that.
Yes, but there's nothing on the air.
Sir, always wanted a set like that. Jen, there you are.
I owe you $10,000.
Well, give it to me tomorrow. There's a busted window at the Chase National. All the money you want. I carry $50,000 with me all the time just to be on the safe side.
Of course, you can't buy anything with it now, but sure feels nice to carry around.
How about some salami?
No, thanks. I just ate.
Oh, yeah. Say, do you like canasta?
Not much at cards.
Oh, canasta I can teach you. It's simple, like rummy, but a little different. What I was wondering was, why don't you stay here? Got everything you'd want right here in the Bronx. Need a coat for the lady, break a window at I.J. Fox. You should see some of the diamonds I got Mrs. Carson at Tiffany's yesterday. Beauties. Hey, where are you going?
I've got to get started.
Well, where? There ain't no place to go.
Lots of luck.
Well, thanks, but I wish you could stay with us.
No, thanks. Goodbye. Oh, the scavengers. How long would they last? Through the winter? It was doubtful. There'd be no central heating. Even breaking furniture in the fireplace wouldn't keep them alive. They were like highly bred spaniels or Pekingese who walked the city streets at the end of their leashes. They would die with the city a season or two later of pneumonia or accident. The Negro in Oklahoma with his heart to the land, he would survive. Milt Carson and his new wife, no. They were waiting for death at the card table. "2 weeks later, I was in San Francisco again. The streets were just as bare as when I left. The lights were still on, but dimmer now. Water flowed still from the faucets. But San Francisco had a new population, the dogs. They hunted in packs, all breeds bound together in the common search for food. Danes, Dalmatians, Scotties, toys, all of them. The dogs had taken over the city. And I decided to move back into the house because of the familiar things. Late one afternoon, I went out to look around the neighborhood, and I heard the yelping too late. As I looked around me, I saw myself being surrounded by dogs. They were hungry, ravenously hungry, and they started to close in. The car was on the street some 50 feet away. If I could make the car. One dog made a lunge for me. I kicked violently and started to run. They were after me, some of them running at my legs. He reached the car, opened the door, and slammed it. They climbed to the window, baring their fangs, their red tongues wet with hunger. But I was safe. Then the night. And that night, the lights went out. The lights. The lights. Hey, the lights. What's happened to the lights? I looked out over the city. It was black. Black as death. The age of electricity was over. Finished. There were candles. Mom kept them for ceremonial occasions in the buffet, and I found myself hoarding matches and flashlights, candles, piling them up in the corners. There was only night and day. Time had lost its meaning, and I had food and clothing. And then I had books to read. The Bible. And I read the Bible.
Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for thy love is better than wine.
There was a faint but unmistakable light burning that night a mile away on Nob Hill. I got into the car and drove to the light. I parked the car. I reached for my hammer. In the window, a shadow moved. As I approached the door, a flashlight caught me in its glare. I stopped, dead still. I waited for someone to say, "Put your hands up." "Who are you?" There was a breath of perfume.
That's a nice car.
I can pick up a better one on any street corner.
Come on in.
Thanks.
How about some coffee?
Sounds good.
How come you didn't find me before this?
I just saw the light tonight. I decided to investigate.
I saw your light lots of times.
Oh?
You live down on San Lupo Drive.
Well, why didn't you come in?
Woman's pride. Man's supposed to come after the woman.
Uh-huh. That was before. There are no rules now.
No, but they're habits. Want yours black?
Yeah, black's fine.
I don't want you to think you're the first one I've met. There were 5 or 6 others. They saw the light and they came in. They had coffee and I sent them on.
What about me?
I don't know you.
Well, I'm clean, well-educated, healthy, young.
Those are the good things.
I dislike turnips, canned beans, stupid people.
What's your name?
You'll laugh.
I would laugh. What's your name?
Isherwood, my mother's maiden name. Everybody calls me Ish.
Well, mine's Emma. Emma and Ish. Nobody's going to write any love songs with that combination.
No. Don't imagine they will.
I like you. Coffee will be ready in a minute.
Emma, will you come and live with me?
I don't know you.
What is there to know? That I like you, you like me? That we're both alone. Emma?
What?
Emma?
Yes.
Good.
Ceremony. There ought to be some kind of ceremony.
Have you a Bible?
Bible? On the mantle. I've never used it. I just had it. Here?
Give me your hand. Now, we shall be together always. Emma was warm and understanding, a good woman, a healthy woman. Soon there was a baby to be born. I had read some books, but I couldn't read enough. I stood by her during the night and tried to help. When the morning came, we had a son, the first born since the great disaster. Then there was the matter of time.
We won't need to know the exact hour.
No, that's true. The clocks have stopped, but what's the difference? We eat when we're hungry, and when we're tired, we go to bed.
But the months and the years. It's important to know when the year ends.
Oh, that's what I've been doing out on the porch.
What is that thing out there?
It's a transit. I set it towards the sun, and when the sun reaches the winter solstice, I know that to be the shortest day of the year. And that will be our New Year.
New Year's Day isn't the shortest day of the year.
No, December 21st is. And we'll make that our New Year. Man's always been trying to get close to that date for the New Year, but calendar makers always went off.
How long will it be?
A few days.
And then it'll be 1950 what?
No. That was the old calendar. This will be our year one.
The year one. We must call it something. I know. We'll call it the year of the baby.
The new life began around the simple problems of Emma, myself, and the baby. The day came when the sun reversed its path. I took my hammer and a chisel. Emma and I had found a tall, smooth rock in what had once been a small public park. In the rock, I carved the figure 1. The new beginning, I said to her. The rebirth of man. In the year 2, the rats came. San Francisco was overrun with them. They had broken into most of the grocery stores, torn open the cartons, gorged themselves, and gave birth to more rats. They multiplied by the hundreds and then the thousands. Rats, the carriers of deadly bubonic plague.
Come quick, they're getting in.
Where?
Here. It shoot through the door.
Oh, get me that kitchen chair. Hurry now, hurry.
Here. They're going to the bedroom toward the baby.
Now hold the chair against the opening. I'll nail it later.
The baby! The baby!
I rushed into the bedroom, taking my hammer with me. There were 2 of them, tremendous rats. I stationed myself at the crib. One came toward me, unafraid, for the fear of man had been bred out of them. And I flung the hammer at him. I missed. The rat leaped up into the crib. I threw a blanket over him and flung him to death on the floor. Then I picked up the hammer and threw it at the other one. Dead. But that was just 2 of them. Outside, I could hear hundreds squealing, their tiny feet scratching at the walls. How long would it be before they destroyed us? Man was gone now. This was the age of the rats.
Escape is produced and directed by Norman Macdonnell. You have just heard part 1 of Earth Abides by George Stewart, specially adapted for Escape by David Ellis. John Dehner was starred as Ish, with Larry Dobkin as Dr. Stanley, and Peggy Weber as M. Featured in the cast were Michael Ann Barrett, Parley Bear, Ron Brogan, Paul Frees, and Lou Krugman. The special music for Escape was arranged and played by Ivan Ditmars. Next week, Escape will bring you the second half of Earth Abides, truly one of the most gripping and terrifying novels of recent years. This is CBS, where you spend an hour with Frank Sinatra every Sunday afternoon on the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And we will have the conclusion as our first show next Wednesday here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, along with some comedy. Don't ask why that worked out that way, it just did. But we will have Escape 75 years ago, November 5th, 1950, and 7 days from today we'll have the conclusion. Right now, up next on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, Dick Kollmar as Boston Blackie.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Joni James. After nuclear attack, radioactive fallout will be a potential threat to every living thing. You can't hear, or smell, or taste fallout. Often you can't see it, so you must take shelter and stay there until told it's safe to leave.
Dick Kollmar now as Boston Blackie as we go back 79 years to November 5th, 1946. Joe Harvey's got something new. A new face.
Come on, hurry it up, will you, Doc? Get the scissors busy, get the bandages off.
Took weeks of work to give you a new face, Joe. A few more moments won't matter now. Now that the job's done.
Well, they matter to me. I want to see myself. I want to get outside and see people again. 4 weeks. Nobody to look at. Nobody to talk to. Nothing to read. Just sitting here waiting for this minute.
That's the last of the bandages, Joe. Just this one across your eye. There.
Where's the mirror, Doc? Where's the mirror?
Oh, here, I'll get it.
No, wait. Wait a minute, Doc. Never mind the mirror. I don't want to look at my face. Not just yet.
Scared, Joe?
A little. Doc, how do I look? Did you do a good job?
The best.
You should have been a doctor, Doc. That's what you should have been.
Too bad the medical school I was thrown out of didn't agree with those sentiments, Joe. No, I am rather proud of that face of yours, though. Nobody'd ever know it was you.
That's what I wanted. I got $50,000 I lifted from my firm's safe. And the police will be looking for Joe Harvey. Only there ain't no Joe Harvey, not anymore, huh, Doc?
That's right. Want to look at yourself now, Joe?
No. Not for a little bit. I want to talk a little. You know, Doc, I scared you when I crashed in here a month ago, didn't I? I scared you into working on my face.
Yes. As a matter of fact, you did.
Well, I'm going to give you $5,000 for what you did for me. The police never had my fingerprints. They'll never know me now. They won't, will they, Doc?
No.
They'll never know I'm Joe Harvey, huh?
I'll give you the mirror so you can see for yourself. But I'll promise you this. Nobody in the world will ever be able to recognize you.
Give it to me. Give it to me quick, Doc, now.
All right. Yeah, take a look.
Doc. Doc, is this me? Me, Joe Harvey? Oh, I ain't very good looking now, Doc, am I? But I am very rich. And I'm free, clear, and loaded. Thanks, Doc. Nobody's ever going to be able to prove anything on me from now on.
And now to the latest adventure of Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy. Friend to those who have no friend.
Okay, Doc, you can leave me here. I'll grab a cab.
Yeah, sure you're all right, Joe?
Sure. After I got over the shock of seeing my new face. Thanks for taking me downstairs, Doc. And thanks a million for what you did to my kisser.
It's all right, Joe. We're square. Cap! Hey, Cap!
Thanks again, Doc. And so long. You won't be seeing me.
No, I don't believe I will.
Where to, Johnny?
Grand Central. What are you staring at?
Huh? Nothing.
Hey, what's been going on in town for the past month, driver? I've been kind of out of touch with things.
Nothing much happening. Police are still looking for that Donald Tate guy for a cop killer, but that's all that's exciting.
You think they'll get him?
Can't miss. They always get a cop killer, you know. Besides, his picture's been in the papers every day. They'll get him.
I hope they do.
Say, mister.
Hey, what'd you stop here for?
Traffic light.
Well, the light's green.
Is it? Oh, that's right.
Hey, here comes a traffic cop. Come on, get started.
I'm trying, ain't
Well, now, what's going on here? Get that bus out of here. You're holding up traffic.
Officer, look in the back. Look, I'm riding here.
And who should it be now? The president? It's Donald Tate. Okay, Tate, don't you even blink or I'll shoot you here on the spot.
Hey, you think I'm Donald Tate?
Sure he's Tate, officer. I recognized him the minute he got in my cab. That's why I stole his hat.
Of course he's Tate. I couldn't miss knowing him. I've been studying his picture every day for a month. This'll mean a promotion for me, sure.
But I'm not Donald Tate, officer. I'm Joe Harvey.
Who?
I'm not Donald Tate. I don't care who I look like. I'm not Tate.
Keep talking, killer, only I won't be listening. You're Tate, all right. Drive down to police headquarters, kid. We got a real prize package to deliver. So this guy Tate we got locked up does nothing but scream for Boston Blackie, eh, Rollins?
That's right, Inspector Faraday.
So let him scream. It'll do him good. Now, what about Blackie?
He's on his way down, Inspector. You gonna let him see Tate when he gets here?
Why not? That guy's still yelling he isn't Donald Tate.
Well, he's calmed down now. Hey, we never did have Tate's fingerprints, did we, Inspector?
What difference does that make? We got his picture, didn't we? A dozen witnesses saw him knife that cop. A couple of them knew Tate personally. I don't need another thing.
Oh, yes, you do, Inspector. You need me.
Yeah, sure. Like I need a hole in the head, Blackie.
Anything in your head would be an improvement. Hello, Rollins.
Hello. Glad you're here, Blackie.
What did you say, Rollins?
I said, what are you doing here, Blackie?
That's better. Blackie, you know, we've got Donald Tate, and he's screaming he wants to see you.
Well, I'm here, but is that all he's screaming about?
No. In between times, he's yelling that he isn't Donald Tate, and that you can prove it.
I don't see how. I never met Tate. And I don't know what he looks like, except from seeing his pictures in the paper. Quite a publicity job you did on him, Faraday.
Got him picked up, didn't it? Come on, Blackie. If you want to see him, I'll take you over there myself.
Don't bother. I can find my way to jail, even though you have tried to escort me there several times in the past, Inspector.
You got 5 minutes with him, Blackie. Yell if you want anything.
Right. Well, Tate, what's this all about?
Oh, Blackie, I made them get you here. You're the only one that can prove I'm not Tate.
Don't count on it. You're Tate, as far as I'm concerned. I've never seen you before, and I've never seen Tate before. You sure look an awful lot like these pictures, though.
I don't care what I look like. I'm Joe Harvey. You remember Joe Harvey?
Half of it is right. I remember Joe Harvey. Only you're not Joe.
But I am Blackie. I know I don't look like him. I can explain that. But first, I gotta convince you I'm Joe. Now, look. The last time you saw me was about 6 weeks ago, right? It was on a Saturday morning.
Well?
It was in a barbershop, Blackie. You got a trim and a shine. I was getting a shave and working on a scratch sheet figuring out Monday's races. That's right, ain't it, Blackie?
So far.
All right, listen. I ain't through yet. We got in a cab together. I dropped you at Mary Wesley's apartment. No, wait. First, you stopped to pick up some food.
What color suit was I wearing?
Now, let's see. Blue? Brown? I don't know, Blackie.
Good. Harvey wouldn't remember that. But somebody who was trying to prove he was Harvey would have all the details, including the one about my suit.
Oh, you believe me, Blackie?
Not yet, I don't. What happened to your face?
I'll tell you. I grabbed $50,000 from my firm. I went up to Doc Weaver's to have my face changed so nobody'd know me. And the rat crossed me. He gave me a cop killer's face, Donald Tate.
A likely story. Why would he do that?
Why? He figured I was going to bump him after he operated on me. He wanted to make sure I'd be picked up. He knew any cop in the city would grab me on sight.
I get it. You coaxed him into operating on you, huh?
Maybe I did get a little tough, but I paid him, Blackie. I paid him $5,000 right after the operation.
Your timing was bad, kid. I was too late. If you're telling the truth.
Of course I'm telling the truth, Blackie. Listen. I'll confess to that larceny rap if they'll believe I'm Joe Harvey, but it's the chair if they keep believing I'm Tate.
Oh, sorry, but there's nothing I can do.
But, Blackie, it means the real Tate goes free. Does that sound right to you?
What do you want me to do?
I talked to reporters this morning. My story will be in the papers any hour now. I want you to go see Doc Weaver. He'll tell you the truth. He's got no right to be sore at me now. Then you can tell the cops who I am.
Did you mention Weaver's name to the reporters?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was smart. I better get to Weaver's fast. If the real Tate sees that story, he's going to kill your alibi, kid, and very simply, too. Merely by killing Doc Weaver.
Hello?
Mary, this is Blackie.
Well, I'd be ashamed to admit it if I were you. Do you know that you've kept me waiting half an hour?
Well, it couldn't be helped, honey. I'll explain when I get there.
Where have I heard that before, and how is it you never do? All right, where are you, Blackie?
I'm in the apartment of a character named Doc Weaver, and you've got some work to do.
What's the connection between your being there and my having work to do?
When I see you, I'll explain that, too.
What you mean is you won't explain that either. However, what do you want?
Well, Doc Weaver had a visitor before I arrived here, a visitor who I think was a killer named Donald Tate. I want you to get bandages and iodine and whatever else you'll need to treat a badly shut-up guy and meet me at Shorty's place.
Shorty's? Why there?
Because I don't want Faraday walking in on me while I'm working out a plan. And he'd be sure to look for me at your apartment or mine. Now, get that stuff for me, Mary, please, and rush it.
I know. You'll explain why when I see you. Okay, Blackie, I'll do it. So long.
Say that again, and say it slow, Miss Howe. And say it before we get to Donald Tate's cell. Okay, from the beginning.
Well, it's just what I told you, Inspector Faraday. I'm Joe Harvey's girl. I've been out of town for a month, and I read in the papers this afternoon about this man you're holding who claims to be Joe. I can tell. I don't care what his face looks like. I can tell if it's Joe or not.
That's what I thought. Only it's ridiculous. The guy is Donald Tate. Hey, how are you going to tell whether this guy is your boyfriend? You going to take his word for it?
Well, hardly. Only Joe's got a birthmark on his arm. If I see that first, maybe I'll listen from then on.
Well, we'll listen together.
Dottie, baby, you're here. Faraday, she'll tell you I'm not Tate. She'll tell you I'm Joe Harvey.
Well, Miss Howe, never mind. Wait till we get in the cell. Well, Miss Howe?
I don't know. It's not Joe's face.
Which arm, Miss Howe? Which arm's got the birthmark?
Birthmark?
The right one, Inspector. Roll up his right sleeve.
That's
What are you
just what
doing?
I'm
Lay off.
doing.
What's the matter?
Well, see anything? Because I don't.
What are you looking for?
For the birthmark. If you were Joe, you'd have a birthmark on your right arm. Only you haven't any birthmark. So you're not Joe.
That's what I thought. This guy's Donald Tate.
Dottie, baby, I'm Joe. You know I'm Joe.
Do I? Let's go, Inspector. This isn't Joe Harvey. I don't know who he is. All I know is who he isn't.
Yeah, Faraday.
Say it nice and sweet now, Inspector, and maybe I'll have some news for you.
Blackie, where are you? What do you want? And who cares?
You care, sweetheart, don't you?
No. All I know is you came back from seeing that Donald Tate guy and insisted he was Joe Harvey. Only that was 2 hours ago.
He is Harvey, and I can prove it.
Well, before you go making a complete jerk of yourself, let me tell you this. Joe Harvey's girl was here an hour ago. She talked to the guy we got in jail, and she swears it isn't Harvey at all. And believe me, she ought to know.
She certainly should. But maybe she had a reason for not telling the truth. Listen, Faraday, I've got a guy who operated on Joe Harvey's face and made him look like Donald Tate.
Huh?
He's shot up pretty bad.
Blackie, bring that guy down here right away.
Oh, no, pal. He's staying where he is, and I'm staying with him. You see, only 2 people actually know that Joe Harvey isn't Donald Tate. One of those 2 people is Doc Weaver, and the other is the real Tate. I'm going to keep the Doc with me and see what happens.
I'll tell you what'll happen. You're in the market for trouble, Blackie. Plenty of it. That's what you're going to get out of this.
I doubt it. I think I'm going to get something much more tangible, Faraday. You see, the real Joe Harvey has $50,000 stashed away somewhere, and the real Donald Tate would pay a lot of dough if I deliver Doc Weaver to him. I'm going to hang around and wait for the best offer.
And now, back to Boston Blackie. While the police are searching for Donald Tate, cop killer, they pick up Joe Harvey, whose face has been made over by Doc Weaver so that he's Tate's double. Boston Blackie knows that Inspector Faraday does not have the real Tate in jail, and after a visit to Doc Weaver's, calls Faraday, refuses to disclose his whereabouts, but insists that Faraday is holding Harvey and not Tate. As we return to our story, Faraday and Rollins decide to visit Blackie's apartment.
He doesn't answer the bell, Inspector. Maybe he isn't home.
Rollins, you're getting to be a genius. Did it ever occur to you that Blackie might be home and not open the door if he knew it was me outside? Come on, we'll break it down.
Hey, Inspector, isn't breaking down a door against the law?
Well, we'll say it got in our way. There's a law against obstructing justice, isn't there? Come on and help me.
Okay, here goes. Don't look like there's anybody here, Inspector.
No, it doesn't. Check the other rooms.
Yes, sir.
Blackie's not at Miss Wesley's. Apparently he isn't home. And he's not at Doc Weaver's. All we found there was bloodstains.
Blackie told you he kidnapped Weaver, didn't he?
He didn't say that exactly. Just said he had him. I'm going to fix that guy once and for all.
Weaver?
Blackie. I'm going to call the papers and tell them the whole story. That Blackie's got Doc Weaver and that he's hiding out somewhere. And that I want him for withholding a vital witness.
Well, what good would that do, Inspector?
It'll show everybody that Blackie isn't such a big hero. And maybe it'll bring him around. So he'll cooperate with us a little bit.
Will that be all, Miss Wesley?
Yes, I believe so. 4 boxes of bandages, 2 rolls of adhesive tape, iodine, sulfadiazine, sulfathiazole. Yes, that's all. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You bought the same stuff yesterday. You doing hospital work again, Miss Wesley?
Not exactly, but that's pretty close. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Wesley. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, I'm afraid you will.
I wouldn't be in a hurry to go nowhere, miss.
No?
No, just get in that car. Don't do no screaming. Don't do no nothing.
No, anything.
Don't get cute, Miss Wesley. I got a bottle of acid in my hand. Your face won't look so pretty as some of it should kind of spill out.
What do you want with me?
I've been waiting for you to show up here. Get in that car parked at the curb. Go on, get in. Put that package down the seat and start driving. I'll tell you where. Go on, get in.
All right. Only, what are you going to do to me?
Nothing if you behave yourself. Start it up and go straight up the street. Not too fast either, sister.
I don't know why I should.
The acid, sister. Remember the acid.
Oh, now I know.
I'm Donald Tate's sister, and I'm wanted.
Not by me.
By the cops, only they think they got Donald Tate locked up. I want them to go on thinking that.
Well, that's all right with me. I'll call Inspector Faraday and tell him.
As soon as we get away from this traffic, you ain't going to talk so cute. Turn right at this corner.
Yes, sir.
Now, look, Miss Wesley. One man knows the guy in jail isn't me, and that's Doc Weaver. I tried to get the doc, but maybe I'd bungle the job, and the papers say your boyfriend Blackie has him stashed away. He's hurt bad. And that's why you bought them bandages and junk.
What about it?
This about it. I fixed Joe Harvey's girl so she wouldn't say the guy in jail was Joe. I'm clean if I can take care of the phony doc.
Well, I'm really not him, you know.
Stop the car, kid. There's nobody around this neighborhood at this hour. Stop the car. Now start listening. I want to know where Blackie's got the doc. Now talk.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Ow! Oh, my arm. Please stop that.
This ain't nothing to what I'm going to do. Tell me that address. Tell it to me fast.
I won't. I won't.
You're practically begging for this acid. Okay, it suits me. One more chance before I spill this over your kissy. Where's Blackie and Doc Weaver?
Don't throw that acid at me, please.
And
don't.
start talking.
All right. Blackie's at his friend Shorty's hideout on Water Street. He's there alone with Doc Weaver, and he's waiting for me. Now, please let go my arm and let me out of the car. I've told you all I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're about Boston Blackie's girl. You're just as yellow as any other dame in town. Go on, get out, scram. Got all I want out of you. You know what was in this bottle? Water, sister. Just plain, ordinary water. Boy, did I cross you. Mary?
That's right, little Mary. Come on, open the door, Blackie.
Hi there.
Well, I did it. He was there just like you thought he'd be. He practically carried me off in his arms, and I broke down and told him this address. So then I waited an hour, and here I am. Well, where is he, in jail?
He isn't here, and he's never been here.
But he has to be. He had to come here. Everything worked out just as you planned.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that Tate did grab you at the drugstore, and you told him I was here, and he didn't fall for it?
Well, Blackie, he seemed to.
Cute guy. He either figured this was a trap, or he intends to wait until night to bust in here. Well, you hop home. I'll call you if anything develops.
All right. Only, Blackie, if you do catch up with Tate, I want you to know this. He twisted my arm.
He did he? Well, just for that, I'm going to personally wring his neck.
Oh, wait wait just a minute, can't you? Just hold the phone until I get the door open, at least. Oh, everything happens to me. Goodness gracious. Just a minute. Hello?
That you, Miss Wesley? I've been calling you for 2 hours.
Oh, hello, Inspector Faraday. I've been busy. What did you want?
Well, not you. I want Blackie. Where is he, and where is he hiding that phony Doc Weaver?
Oh, gosh, Inspector Faraday, I really don't know. Oh.
What's the matter?
I crossed my fingers a little too hard. Goodbye, Inspector Faraday, and don't call back, please, ever, at least until tomorrow.
Miss Wesley,
And that is that.
Not quite, Mary.
Oh, not you again.
Why not? You didn't want me to walk into a trap, did you, kid?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I did.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured you gave in too easy in the car, so I came here. I came up the fire escape and got in that way. Now, get on that telephone, sister. Hurry up.
Oh, that's a fine way to treat a sister. All right, what do I do now?
Pick up the phone.
Okay.
And call Blackie.
Oh, no.
Pick it up, kid. I'm not fooling. I wouldn't mind killing you if I had to.
You don't have to. What do I tell him?
Nothing. I'll talk to him. Don't tell him who it is. I want to surprise him.
Hello?
Blackie, this is Mary.
I'll
Somebody
take
here
it.
wants to...
Blackie, it's Tate.
Tate? You're at Miss Wesley's?
For a while. And I'm going to meet you and make a swap with you.
What kind of a swap?
Your girl for Doc Weaver. And if you deliver him, I deliver her. Alive. Catch on?
Vaguely. Where will I bring Doc Weaver?
Get in your car with a Doc, park it way out on North Woods Drive. I'll come past. You two are alone in the car, I stop, and we switch cars. You get funny, I don't stop, and you don't never see your girl again.
I don't have very much choice, a chance to get cute, do I?
That's right. You better leave now, Blackie. We ought to both be in there close to the same time. You're a little nearer than me, so, don't get too lonesome waiting.
Just make sure you'll be there, Tate. I've never been so anxious in my life to see another guy with my girl.
You know, sister, this could be your last 5 minutes of living. You ever think of that?
Not till just now. If it's all the same to you, though, I'd rather it weren't. Oh, that's Blackie's car up there.
Yeah, parked and waiting. Well, I'm going to drive past and see if the doc is in it. If there no cops are in it. Take a good look, kid. It may be your last.
Well?
All right. It's Blackie and the doc and no cops. Okay, you stay in here.
And what are you going to do?
Get out and head for that car while Blackie walks up to this one. And if any cops do try to stop me once I'm in that car, they'll have to shoot it out with me. And if they do, they might hit the doc, so they won't. Cops are so nice that way. Hey, Blackie.
Yeah?
Start walking this way slowly, on the other side of the road. I'm coming toward your car, and I've got my gun out, so keep your hands high. Got that?
I get it.
All right, start walking.
Nice weather we're having, Tate.
Shut up.
Well, it was nice weather, I know, because I read it in the papers.
Well, so you're here waiting for me, huh, Doc? Well, I gotta take you somewhere and finish a job I started. Move over.
Okay, Rollins, the Tommy gun.
Dirty double cross.
That hook! Come on back here, Blackie. We got him.
I'm coming. It's Tate, isn't it, Faraday?
It sure is. Roll him over, Rollins.
Okay, Inspector. Guess we got him.
So the other guy in jail is really Joe Harvey. Well, what do you know? Who's this guy in the car here?
Who's he? He was Doc Weaver, Faraday. And he's been dead for quite a while.
What's his body doing in your car, then?
Good old Faraday. Much mouth, little listen. Try and get this, Inspector. Tate killed Weaver right after he found out that Weaver had fixed up Harvey's face. Only Tate wasn't sure he was dead.
So?
So, when the story got in the newspapers that I was holding Weaver, Tate figured he'd have to find the doc and knock him off.
I get it now. Well, Blackie, I'm glad you called me and told me about this little trap. We got Joe Harvey on a larceny rap, and Tate's dead. So everybody's happy.
I guess that's right. See, I've heard of people getting into trouble because they had a change of heart. But Joe Harvey wound up in jail because he had a change of face.
79 years ago, November 5th, 1946, Boston Blackie here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Tomorrow, episodes of Romance, Suspense, Gunsmoke, and Have Gun Will Travel. On Friday, Under Arrest, Joe DeSantis. Nick Carter is played by Lon Clark. Quiet Please and The Whistler, all those shows from the same date in 1948. And then on Saturday, all the shows from 1959 with Suspense, Have Gun Will Travel, Gunsmoke, and yours truly, Johnny Dollar. On Sunday, we'll have comedy with Jack Benny, The Aldrich Family, Edgar Bergen, all from 1952, and Lum and Abner from 1949 and 1942. We'll start off the week on Monday with Mr. Keen, Tracer of Lost Persons, Broadway is My Beat, Lights Out, and Danger, Dr. Danfield. And then on Tuesday, Uncle Milty, Milton Berle, with a salute to Washington, D.C., Archie Andrews from 1950, Abbott and Costello from 1948, and the CBS Radio Workshop Report on the Weans. If you think that this is strange, the Escape, this is similar, but different. And then coming up next Wednesday, we will, in addition to having the second half of Escape's Earth Abides, we will have an episode of the Jimmy Durante Show and the Chase and Sanborn Hour. That's all coming up on our next Classic Radio Theater Wednesday edition here. Coming up next, though, Brian Donlevy, Dangerous Assignment.
Listen and learn through civil defense. This is Johnny Cash. I'd like all of you to remember that America can withstand enemy attack if we support the emergency plans of our community and learn to help ourselves. Make sure you're prepared. Contact your local civil defense office today.
Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox continues on this Wednesday with an episode of Dangerous Assignment starring Brian Donlevy. This goes back 73 years to November 5th, 1952.
Dangerous Assignment, transcribed starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell.
Yeah, danger is my assignment. I get sent to a lot of places I can't even pronounce. They all spell the same thing, though, trouble. But when I walk into the commissioner's office, I don't realize that this assignment's going to show that sometimes the only way you can win is to let the whole deal go up in smoke. Morning, Commissioner. You sent for me?
Steve, do you know anything about high-lie?
Handball game Latin style, isn't it? Fast and furious and pretty rugged. Especially if you get conked with a ball. It'll kill you.
Well, here's hoping you don't get conked, because you're going to attend the high-lie games at one of the arenas in Havana tonight. And you're going to bet on the team of Danielle and Scobo.
Are they good?
Haven't the faintest idea. We're only interested in the man who is going to take your bet.
Look, what's this all about, Commissioner?
For some time now, we've been trying to crack down on a smuggling ring operating out of Havana, running a regular shuttle between Florida and Cuba.
What are they running?
You name it. Everything in the book, including illegal entry now and then. We finally got a lead on the organization, Steve, from someone working on the inside.
That the boy I'm to contact? The one who's going to take my bet?
Right. He'll be at the Fronton Palace, window 3. You place your bet, and when you open your wallet, let him have a glance at your credentials. He'll take it from there. Get whatever information you can from him. Track down that organization and smash it. Well, that's it, Steve. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
The National Broadcasting Company is presenting Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy in the role of Steve Mitchell, colorful, two-fisted government agent. At all those places of the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand, there you will find Steve Mitchell on another dangerous assignment. A sufficient supply of blood and blood plasma to save the lives of our wounded soldiers in Korea continues to be of the utmost importance. Now, the reserve is still at a critically low ebb. And to give our wounded GIs the blood they must have to save their lives and speed recovery, a minimum of 300,000 pints a month is absolutely essential. Whole blood and blood plasma are the one treatment for which medical skill cannot provide a substitute. There is no sensation at all to the donor except the good feeling of knowing some wounded soldier will be thankful all his life for what the blood donor is giving. So remember, make an appointment at once with your nearest Red Cross blood center.
Sure, I've got my assignment. Get down to Havana, bet a couple of bucks on a team of highlight players, and hope it pays off with the information we need to nail a ring of smugglers operating between Cuba and the United States. It's late afternoon when my plane sets down in Havana. I check in at my hotel, and that night I wander over to the Fronton Palace, a large indoor arena used for highlight games. Their teams on the floor are going at it hot and heavy, and the crowd is building steam. I watch them for a while, and then I ease over to the window number 3 to place my bet.
Si, senor?
I'll put a 5-spot on Daniele and Scobo.
Si.
Got quite a crowd here tonight.
Tonight and every night, senor. Highlight is a very popular sport in Havana. Here you are.
Thanks. Here's your 5.
Gracias, senor. There is an alley in back of the building. I will be waiting in my car. Half an hour, Senor Mitchell.
I'll be there. I get back to my seat and watch the players until the half hour is up. Then I ease around to the alley in the back. Spot the ticket seller sitting in a parked car close by. He doesn't answer when I come up. I reach in and he topples over on the steering wheel.
Unmarried. He has worked at the Fronton for the past 2 years. And Francisco Rodas, no police record.
That's all we have on the dead man, huh, Lieutenant?
Unfortunately, yes. You say he was involved with the smuggling ring, Senor Mitchell?
So we were led to believe he was going to fill us in on it. Only somebody with a knife got to him first.
Someone obviously from the organization. They must have known he was going to talk.
Yeah. Where was Rhoda staying?
According to his identification card, 36 Paseo de Baracoa.
Let's go over and shake it down. The police lieutenant and I hustle over to the dead man's apartment, spend a good part of the night giving it a going over. Nothing. See, next morning he isn't alone when I walk into his office.
This is Jose Diego, a dock worker.
Yes, senor. Hi.
There was a story in the morning's paper of the murder back at the Fronton last night, Senor Mitchell. Jose read about it and came straight to police headquarters.
Oh?
Jose, tell Senor Mitchell what you have just told me.
Si. Last night, senor, I was at the Fronton to the games, you know. A little after 10 o'clock, I left the arena. I had promised my wife I would be home early.
Go on.
As I walked past the alley entrance in back of the building, a man come running out. We collided. He continued to run, but as he passed under the street light, I see his face.
You recognized him?
Si. It was Senor Carmody.
Carmody?
An American. He has lived in Havana a good many years.
Myself, I have never met him, but I have seen him many times, senor. He's well known here.
Shall we say, a sportsman, Senor Mitchell. He has a fondness for high-speed automobiles and motorboats.
Oh?
Also, he owns an airplane and a yacht.
Does he? Well, that sounds very interesting, Lieutenant. Yeah, very interesting.
I suggest we pay a call on Senor Carmody.
I second the motion.
Oh, by the way, you mentioned you had placed a bet at the Fronton on Danielle and Scobo?
That's right. Don't tell me
They lost.
Carmody's place is a low, rambling ranch house at the edge of town. He greets us at the door wearing a black silk dressing gown and a white muffler. He's carrying a tall glass of tomato juice and an obvious hangover. We follow him inside.
Well, I'd like to have you meet an old friend, Ralph Pawson.
Morning, gentlemen.
Mr. Mitchell, Lieutenant Moreno.
Lieutenant? Police Department.
Oh. Don't ask me what this is all about, Ralph. I wouldn't know. Sit down, gents.
Thank you.
And let's get on with it. My mood is not getting any better.
I'd just like to ask you a few questions, Carmody.
Sure.
Where were you last night?
Last night? Brother, a lot of places, Mitchell. So they tell me.
Go anywhere near the Fronton Palace, say around 10 o'clock?
The Fronton? No, I don't think so. Look, What's this all about?
Murder.
Murder?
A man named Francisco Rodas was murdered in the alley behind the building a few minutes after 10 o'clock.
Hey, there was something about that in the morning paper.
Say, what's this got to do with me?
Someone saw you running out of that alley shortly after the crime was committed.
What?
Now, see here, Mitchell. Are you accusing him?
I just want to know what Carmody was doing there.
He was with me. We had dinner at the yacht club.
Yeah, that's right.
Fill in the time.
Well, we met at the club around 7. You can check with the waiters. They'll tell you.
What time did you leave?
Oh, around 10:30.
Can I check that with the waiters, too? Well, Porson?
Look,
Wait a minute, Ralph. No need to stick your neck out on my account. What he says is true, Mitchell. We had dinner together at the club, but I left early.
How early?
A little before 9:30. Ralph had a phone call to make. I remember that much. Not too much more, I'm afraid.
Have a rough night?
Yeah. While I was waiting for Ralph, I spotted some friends at the bar. I went over, had another couple of drinks, and the next thing I knew, I was outside.
Go on.
Well, there's not much more to tell. I remember walking down the street, the Avenida Ruiz. It's all sort of vague after that. I finally got home around here about midnight.
Hey, this dead man, what was his name?
Rodas. Francisco Rodas.
Never heard of him. What'd he do?
He was employed at the fronton, senor.
Still doesn't register, Lieutenant.
Perhaps it will, senor, after you have taken a ride with us to police headquarters. Come along.
We take Carmody down to the brig. The witness, Jose Diego, positively identifies Carmody as the man he saw running away from the scene of the crime, and the local law books Carmody on suspicion of murder. A few minutes later, friend Pawson shows up with a lawyer in tow. The lawyer goes in to see Carmody, and Pawson tags after me as I walk out of police headquarters. I spend the next couple of hours with him as he fills me in on Carmody, and the rest of the afternoon checking on names and addresses he's given me. It all adds up to a big nothing. Late in the day, I wind up on the Avenida Ruiz near the yacht club. I've got a copy of the morning newspaper with me, Carmody's picture on the front page. I show it around, peddlers, shopkeepers, bartenders. No one remembers seeing Carmody last night until I run into a cab driver several blocks down the street.
This one, senor. Oh, see, I remember him. Oh, boy. $10 American he give me.
You sure this is the man?
See. Could I forget $10?
Where did you pick him up?
Right here in this corner.
What time?
Oh, was early, I think.
How early?
Just early.
9:30 or so?
See, it's possible 9:30.
Where did you take him? To the Fronton Palace?
Fronton? No, senor, no. I drive him to Sebastian's casino. It's on the other side of town.
Oh.
Lieutenant Moreno speaking.
Steve Mitchell, Lieutenant. I'm calling from Sebastian's casino.
See?
Looks like maybe Carmody isn't our boy after all.
What?
Half a dozen employees of the casino remember seeing him here last night, including a couple of house cops who bounced him out of the joint for creating a disturbance.
What time was he there, senor?
He arrived a few minutes before 10, was given the bum's rush a half hour later.
Which means he could not have been in the alley back of the fronton at the time of the murder.
Right. Looks like we'll have to start all over, Lieutenant. You can start chewing your fingernails. I'll be over to join you. I hurry out of the casino, start down the narrow street, but I don't get very far. A car suddenly pulls away from the curb across the way. I duck, but not fast enough.
If you want your child to have the best elementary schooling you can give him, won't you get a pencil and paper to take down the address I'm going to give you at the end of this message? Unless we start preparing now, in a few years, our public schools will be as behind the times as the Little Red Schoolhouse. Because of the huge increase in our birth rate during and after the last war, it's estimated that by 1956, there will be some 7 million more children in elementary schools than there are now. We must start preparing at once. More equipment will be needed, textbooks, playgrounds, and above all, more elementary school teachers. Now, to help assure your child a proper education, join and work with local groups and school boards. And for free information about how people in other communities are improving their schools, write to this address: National Citizens Commission for Public Schools, 2 West 45th Street. That's National Citizens Commission for the Public Schools, 2 West 45th Street, New York 19, New York. Now back to Dangerous Assignment and Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell.
So, you are all right?
Huh? Oh, Lieutenant Moreno. Sure, I'm just dandy. Brother, my head.
A scalp wound. The doctor, as you see, has bandaged it.
How'd they get here?
A cab driver brought you in. What happened?
I got shot at as I was leaving the casino.
After you telephoned to me that Carmody was in the clear?
Yeah, he must be. All of those witnesses there couldn't have lied. They all swore Carmody was there at the time of the murder. I think we ought to have another talk with our obliging little witness, Jose Diego.
Lieutenant Moreno, I swear to you, I'm telling the truth.
Look, how could you have seen Carmody in the alley behind the Fronton Palace when half a dozen people swear he was in the casino at the time?
Well, how do I know how such a thing could be? All I know is it was.
Lieutenant Moreno speaking. What? But... Very well, send her in. That will be all for the present, Diego. You will wait in the next room.
See?
What now?
An American woman, a Senora Henderson, insists on seeing me. She says it has to do with the matter we are investigating.
Oh?
Come in.
Lieutenant Moreno?
Yes? May I present Senor Mitchell?
How do you do?
Mrs. Henderson?
What can I do for you, Senora?
I'll be brief. My name is Barbara Henderson. I'm from Miami. I arrived here in Havana 2 weeks ago looking for my husband.
Oh?
You see, he left me during the war. His name was Jim Henderson. We were married in Baltimore in January of 1944.
I see. And you have reason to believe your husband is now here in Havana?
Yesterday, I found out without a doubt that he's here.
Look, Mrs. Henderson, this is all very interesting, but I don't quite see what it has to do with the case we're investigating right now.
Just this. See this picture in the newspaper? The man you're holding here is a suspect?
Sure. His name is Carmody.
No, you're wrong, Mr. Mitchell. That's my husband, Jim Henderson.
Lieutenant and I look at each other. All of a sudden, the whole case is busted wide open again. We have Carmody brought in from his cell. Mrs. Henderson promptly drapes herself on him.
Jim.
Hey, what is this?
Oh, Jim, please. Why did you leave me?
Look, what gives here? Who is she, Mitchell?
Mrs. Henderson. And she says you're Mr. Henderson.
What?
Jim, don't do this to me.
Look, I've never seen this dame before in my life.
Why, you... He's lying, Lieutenant. He is Jim Henderson. We were married in Baltimore in January 1944, and he deserted me.
Guess again. I was in the Army in Europe in January 1944. I could have married this babe in Baltimore.
You were in the Army, huh?
I sure was. You can check that, Mitchell.
Don't worry, Carmody. I will. Mrs. Henderson gives us the name of her hotel and leaves. We send Carmody back to his cell, and I get off a cable to Washington about him. Then we send for Pawson, who promptly swears he was with Carmody in Europe during 1944. The three of us wait in Lieutenant Moreno's office for a reply from Washington. Every time Pawson finishes a cigarette, he methodically rips open the paper, scatters the tobacco flakes in the ashtray, and crumples the paper into a tiny ball. Finally, Moreno can't stand it anymore.
Why do you do that? Nerves?
That's Army, isn't it, Pawson?
Yeah. If you ever had a police at Camp Yard, you'd know why, Moreno.
The tobacco flakes mingle with the dust, and the crumpled up paper is a lot less noticeable than a cigarette butt on the ground.
Very sensible. Yeah, Carmody taught me that when we were in together. Hey, look, when are you guys going to lay off him? I told you we were in Europe together. How could he have married that woman? How could he have anything to do with any of this? Come in. The answer to your cable, Mitchell.
Yeah.
Well?
Carmody was in Europe in January of 1944.
Yeah, now are you satisfied?
Yeah.
Look, it's pretty obvious to me that this guy Henderson is the one you really want.
Looks that way. Come on, Lieutenant. Let's check with Mrs. Henderson again. See if she can give us any further information on her husband. We check at Mrs. Henderson's hotel, but she's not in. The clerk expects her back momentarily, so we decide to wait in her room.
A very mystifying case, Mitchell.
Yeah. Either there is a guy named Henderson, and he's our man, or
Or what?
I don't know. Something bothering me about this whole setup.
What is it?
Can't put my finger on it.
I know what you mean.
I wish Mrs. Henderson would show up.
It has only been a few minutes. Your cigarette?
Thanks. You know, this whole deal has been one big merry-go-round. It's cost us a lot of time, Moreno.
You're right. But what else can we do?
That's a good question. Hey, wait a minute.
What is it?
This ashtray.
See, what about it?
Take a look.
Just a couple of cigarette butts with lipstick and Mitchell.
Yeah. Flakes of tobacco and tiny balls of cigarette paper.
Awesome.
Brother, I said this deal had cost us a lot of time. That's just the way it was planned. Come on. We head for Parsons' apartment. He's not there. We do a fast checkup on him and uncover a couple of very interesting facts, one of which sends us hightailing down to the waterfront.
This is the place, Mitchell.
Yeah. Parsons' lawyer said he owned that little cluster of fishing boats out there at the pier. Five will get you 10 that he's on one of them right now, getting ready to shove off.
You take one side, I will take the other.
We split up. I work my way along the row of boats. They're all dark except for small deck lights. Then suddenly I spot somebody climbing aboard one of them. It's Mrs. Henderson. I slip aboard and grab her.
Mitchell!
But just then something hard connects with the back of my head. I go to my knees.
Sorry, Mitchell. I've been standing out here on deck in the dark for several minutes waiting for Barbara.
You know, Parson, you're giving this head of mine a pretty rough go. First you crease it with a slug, then you massage it with a gun butt.
Like I say, I'm sorry. All right, lean against the rail. You'll be okay.
Yeah, thanks. I guess I will. You've been leading Moreno and me a merry chase in the deal. First you hire Jose Diego to swear that he saw Carmody near the scene of Rhoda's murder. We find out that he couldn't have been. Then you hire your pal Barbara here to pose as Mrs. Henderson with a phony story about her husband. Sounds to me like you've been working for time.
Right. 48 hours of it, to be exact. It's taken me that long to convert my Havana holdings to cash. Sure, I could have taken a powder right after I killed Rhodas, but I had to leave broke. This way, I'm carrying about $100,000 with me.
Heading the smuggling ring must have been profitable.
Oh, yes. You see, Mitchell, if I hadn't given you a bum steer right off the bat, you'd have probably concentrated more on the victim's background. You'd have discovered he used to work for me in the fishing fleet here. It probably would have gotten you interested in me right off the bat. I had to stall that off until I got my money.
Oh, you did a pretty neat job of it, too. If it hadn't been for those crumpled cigarette papers in Barbara's room, I might never have tumbled.
Oh, so that was it, huh? Oh, very careless of me.
What are you waiting for, Parson? Kill him.
Not here. It's too noisy. You're coming out with us on the boat, Mitchell.
Oh, bully for me. Okay, let's get started.
Hardly. I doubt if you came down here alone, Mitchell. Your friend Marino must be around. If we start the boat now, he'll flash a warning to the harbor patrol. So we'll just stand here in the dark, nice and quiet, until he comes along. And we'll take care of him first.
Really, senor?
What? Watch out, Marino. I've got him. Oh! Sorry, Barbara, old girl, but you're not leaving.
Let go.
Oh, relax. You okay, Lieutenant?
Yes, his shot was quite wild. And before I could return it, you had taken care of him quite effectively.
Well, I sort of felt I owed him that.
How'd Marina know you were on this boat, Mitchell?
His signal told me.
Signal?
Sure. Boston gave the idea when he told me to lean on the rail. See that little black deck light beside it? I was passing my hand back and forth in front of it while I was talking to Parson. My body screamed it from you. I figured the flashing light would bring Marino.
Which you did, in the nick of time.
Yeah, I guess you might say you finally saw the light, huh?
Our star, Brian Donlevy, will return in just a moment. What did you do for your country today? Stand guard at some lonely outpost? Stand watch on the cold, windswept bridge of a patrolling U.S. Navy destroyer? No, but you can still do your part to guard peace, the peace that is for the strong. Make today your D-Day. Buy an extra bond for defense, and then keep buying them regularly. There's no safer, surer investment than with United States defense bonds. And you build security not only for yourself, but your country, too, when you buy defense bonds. They serve to combine America's economic strength with its military strength. And it's this combined strength that protects your town, your home, your right to work and prosper in peace. And remember, if you don't save regularly, you generally don't save at all. So join the payroll savings plan where you work, or sign up for the bond-a-month plan where you bank. Make today your D-Day. Buy defense bonds. Always remember, defense is your job, too.
Next week, Turkey. I nominate myself for a slab in the morgue.
And that will be Steve Mitchell's dangerous assignment next week. Included in tonight's cast were Harry Bartell, Tony Barrett, Nestor Paiva, Herb Ellis, and Kay Stewart. This is John Storm speaking. Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy in the role of Steve Mitchell, with Herb Butterfield as the commissioner, is written by Bob Reif and Adrian Jandot and is produced and directed by Bill Karn. Be with us again next week at this same time when Brian Donlevy, starring in the role of Steve Mitchell, will embark on another transcribed Dangerous Assignment.
And there you have it. Does anybody play highlight anymore? I don't know. I think everybody's moved from highlight to pickleball. 73 years ago, November 5th, 1952, Dangerous Assignment here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. If you like what we do, the variety of the great old radio shows and stories about the shows, go to my webpage at classicradio.stream. There's a number of things you can purchase there, including Dr. B's Digestive Aid. You can get that there. Help your digestive issues, just like people who had cancer, to settle their stomachs down to help their healing. Try it out. Dr. B's Digestive Aid, Apotheria, and Pure Honey. That's it. Simple stuff. And when you use my promo code, not only do you support the show and keep everything going here, you also get the best deal ever when you use my promo code Wyatt, W-Y-A-T-T, save 10% off on Dr. B's Digestive Aid. And find out, the link is in the show notes. The link is also at classicradio.stream. So check either one out, whichever you prefer. Lon Clark up next as Nick Carter, Master Detective, as this Wednesday edition of Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox continues.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Boris Karloff. No one can guarantee the survival of every home during a nuclear war, but a strong civil defense can save millions of lives. Make sure that yours is one of them. Learn how to protect your home. Call Civil Defense today.
Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox goes way back now to 81 years to November 5th, 1944, for an episode of Nick Carter, Master Detective, and the Death in the Pool.
What's the matter? What is it?
It's another case for Nick Carter, Master Detective.
Yes, it's another case for that most famous of all manhunters, the detective whose ability at solving crime is unequaled in the history of detective fiction. Nick Carter, Master Detective. Presented by the three great Linex home brighteners. Linex Clear Gloss, Linex Cream Polish, and Linex Self-Polishing Wax. Created by Acme, America's great producer of Acme quality paints. Today's curious adventure:
Death in the Pool, or Nick Carter and the Mystery of the Mink Coat.
In just a moment, we'll hear how an expensive mink coat helped Nick Carter solve the mystery of the dead man found floating in the lily pool. But first, here's something you'll want to remember. A home is a place to enjoy. That's why you keep it as lovely as you can. Thousands of American homemakers have discovered that Chemtone, the miracle wall finish, is the way to new wall beauty. Now, renewing the beauty of your floors, Linex self-polishing wax gives a satiny luster without tiresome rubbing. And it resists wear, water, and dirt amazingly, for it contains real carnauba wax. You can actually clean with a damp cloth or mild suds. What's more, Linex self-polishing wax, the non-skid floor finish, resists slip even when water is spilled on it. Get Linex self-polishing wax at your paint, hardware, or department store. Headquarters for all three great Linex home brighteners and Chemtone, the miracle wall finish. And now for today's mysterious adventure with Nick Carter. As our story opens, Nick and Patsy, his assistant, are driving home a girl who is not feeling well.
Where does she live, Patsy?
In the Gray Bar Apartments, Nick. It's the one with the big lily pool in the court.
Oh, that one. She would live in a place like that. All show, nothing else, just like Sally.
I wish you wouldn't talk that way about her, Nick. She used to be one of my best friends years ago.
Well, she's no friend of mine. I've no use for girls that drink the way she does.
She's had a lot of trouble recently, Nick, and she just drinks to make herself forget. Her husband divorced her about a year ago just because she went out on a few parties he didn't approve of. She's been alone ever since.
Funny, you standing up for her, Patsy. Usually you'd be the first to condemn anyone who plays around the way I understand she does.
All right, Nick, think what you like. Just as long as we get her home to her apartment so I can put her to bed.
Who's going to bed? Evening's young yet. Let's go somewhere.
The only place you're going, young lady, is home to bed.
Well, who's that? I don't know him.
Oh, yes, you do, Sally. That's Nick Carter, the man I work with.
Never heard of him.
This the place? Just ahead, Patsy?
Yeah, stop at this first entrance. She lives on this side.
Okay.
Come on now, Sally. This is where you live. I'll get out first and give you a hand.
Get out myself. Don't need a hand. Can take care of myself.
Want me to go up with you?
No, Nick, you wait here. She'll be all right.
All right. But don't let her keep you up there all night.
I won't. I better go after her. She'll fall in the lily pool if she's not careful.
Yeah. She's getting pretty close to the edge of it. You're better.
In heaven's name.
She sounds terrified. Come on.
What's the matter, Sally? What is it? Man in the pool. A man. He's dead. Dead!
That's you, Nick? Yes, Riley, over here, by the edge of the pool.
Patsy phoned me that you found a man's body in the pool. Drowned, was he?
Flash your lights this way, Riley.
Okay. Holy smokes, Nick. Look in his back.
Yes, a knife. Right between the shoulder blades.
Did you find the body, Nick?
Not exactly. It was Patsy's girlfriend who found it, really.
What's her name?
Sally Reeves.
Oh, not that one. Where is she now?
Oh, Patsy's putting her to bed. She lives in this house. She's, well, slightly under the weather.
How'd she happen to find him?
Oh, Patsy and I were at a small friendly gathering having a quiet evening, and then she walked in. Got well lit up and wrecked the party. Patsy wanted to bring her home, so we did. As she went by the pool, she started screaming. I came over here and found this.
Let's have a look at him. Nick, that's Arthur Reeves.
What?
That's Sally Reeves' ex-husband. And you say she found him?
That's right.
Very interesting. Maybe she found him because she knew just where to look for him.
Lieutenant Riley seems to think Sally did it herself. He's a dope.
Well, you said she's hated her husband ever since he divorced her, Patsy. Maybe she did kill him.
Oh, Nick.
Well, she certainly acted guilty enough when they questioned her.
That doesn't mean anything, and you know it.
Well, maybe and maybe not. Well, Riley will find out.
Oh, Nick, you can't leave it to Riley.
Well, that's certainly what I'm going to do. This is none of my affair.
Nick Carter, you've got to make it your affair.
Now, Patsy.
But I'm not going to see Sally put in jail for something she didn't do. You've got to help her, Nick.
And why?
Because I asked you to, that's why.
Oh, Patsy.
Oh, Nick, will you do it?
Well, I suppose I'll have to if you put it that way.
Oh, Nick, I knew you would.
But it's against my better judgment.
I don't care why you do it, just as long as you do it. Now, where do we start?
Well, I guess the best thing is to go down and see Riley in the morning. And find out just how the case against her stacks up so far. Then we'll see where we go from there.
morning, Nick and Patsy.
Hi, Riley.
Well, Lieutenant, have you let Sally out of jail yet?
Let her out. I should say not, Patsy. She's in for good the way it looks now. She did it all right.
Riley, do you mind telling us just what the case is against her so far?
No, I don't mind at all. Which side are you on in this, Nick?
I'm on the side of the law, just as I always am. You'd know me well enough for that by now.
Oh, sure. Well, here it is. Reeves was Sally's ex-husband. He divorced her for seeing too much of other guys, and she hated him for it. In spite of the $500 a month alimony he was paying her, or supposed to be paying her.
She said he hadn't paid her anything for the last 3 months.
Exactly. You're proving my case for me, Patsy. Now, Reeves' partner tells me that Reeves was having a tough time making both ends meet, let alone paying his alimony.
He spent too much on his second wife.
And here's another thing. Reeves just took out a $50,000 insurance policy in this Sally's favor.
Is that so?
He had to. That was part of the divorce settlement. He should have done it before this.
Yeah, I know. But that insurance policy is another swell motive for Sally to want Reeves dead.
She wouldn't kill anybody.
Well, here's another point then. She says she got to your party about 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Well, the medical examiner says the guy was killed at least by 9 o'clock, so she could have killed him and gone to your party for an alibi.
Where does she say she was from, say, 8 o'clock up to the time she got to our party?
She says Reeves called her and asked if he could see her about 8:30. So she said yes and sat in her apartment waiting for him, but he never showed up. So she says. It's a fine alibi, I don't think.
It's no alibi at all. Who was the last one to see Reeves alive?
Oh, his partner, Workman. He said Reeves was at the shop, but left to go to see Sally about something.
Amazing how everything points to Sally, isn't it?
Oh, it ain't amazing, Nick. It's natural. She did it.
She didn't do it, and Nick's going to prove it.
Oh, is he now, Patsy? Well, how's he going to get around the facts?
Nick's going to dig up some new facts, Lieutenant. Then you'll see how wrong you are.
Well, maybe, but I doubt it.
Look, Lieutenant, can I see Sally?
Oh, sure. I guess it'll be all right. Would you like to see her now?
If I can.
Okay, I'll fix it.
You go ahead with your investigation, Nick. I'll go back to the office and wait for you when I'm through here.
All right. I'll see you then in a little while. Think I'll go down and have a talk with Reeves' partner first. Now, Mr. Workman, you say Reeves was here in the store last night after dinner?
Yes, Mr. Carter. He was checking stock with me. Then he left to see Sally. That was about 8:30. He said he'd be right back to help me finish checking.
Did he say why he wanted to see her?
He said he was going to ask her to let him out of some of the alimony he owed her.
I see. But he didn't come back.
No. I stayed here by myself until about 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. I should judge by the type of furs you carry here, Mr. Workman, that you must do a pretty good business.
That's right, Mr. Carter.
Then how do you account for Mr. Reeves having such a hard time keeping up his alimony payments?
Well, Mr. Reeves is a heavy spender. He spent money freely himself, and his second wife was extravagant.
Did Reeves have any insurance of the partnership? The kind, I mean, that leaves you any money if he dies.
Oh, no, Mr. Carter. We talked about it, but decided it wasn't necessary.
Have you and he ever had any trouble?
Oh, not the slightest. We've always been the best of friends.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for your trouble, Mr. Workman. I guess that's all for now.
Anytime I can help you, you let me know.
Oh, by the way, mind if I use your phone?
Oh, not at all. It's on the desk over there.
Thanks. Just want to call my office.
I'll be in the back room if you want me.
Thank you. Oh, Patsy, how'd you find Sally?
Oh, better than I expected, Nick. She's so mad at Riley for thinking she did it that she hasn't had time to be depressed. How'd you make out?
Nothing new. That is, nothing definite. I'm going to see Reeves' wife. Then I have to drop in on the DA, so I may be tied up the rest of the day.
Oh, that's good, Nick, because Sally wants me to go and stay in her apartment while she's away. She has a cat and a canary, and she wants me to take care of them. And I think that's a swell idea.
What's so swell about it?
Well, don't you see? It'll give me a chance to go all through her things. I bet you I find something to help prove she's innocent.
Or guilty.
Now, Nick, don't be like that. If you'll drop over there around 8 o'clock tonight, I'll show you what I found.
Okay, see you about 8 then. At Sally's apartment. No wonder Sally couldn't afford to let any of the alimony installments be missed. Cost her plenty to live in this place. Patsy! 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 Patsy, where? Patsy. What happened, Patsy? Patsy, can you hear me?
That's you, Nick?
Yes, what's the matter?
A man. He tried to...
Patsy.
Well, what started out to be, for Nick at least, a routine investigation has suddenly taken a strange turn. What's happened to Patsy? And what does this have to do with Nick's attempts to find out who really killed Arthur Reeves? We'll see in just a moment. If you have furniture you treasure, you want to keep it handsome. And Linex Cream Polish will protect its beauty effectively. For Linex Cream Polish is designed to restore your furniture's original beauty in one quick, easy application. Yes, Linex Cream Polish actually cleans as it polishes, removing the cloudy accumulation of dust and polish, banishing messy fingerprints, helping conceal ugly scratches. And it dries to a hard, lustrous finish that leaves no oily film to attract more dust. This makes less work for you. Linex Cream Polish, the creamy white preparation that saves you one whole step in your furniture upkeep, is truly the modern way to protect the things in your home. Depend on it to give you added leisure, to give your furniture added loveliness. Ask for it by name. Linex. Lin-X. Linex Cream Polish. One of the 3 great Linex home brighteners. Get it now at your nearest paint, department, or hardware store, where you'll find it together with Linex self-polishing wax, Linex clear gloss, and Chemtone, the miracle wall finish that covers in one quick coat and dries in 1 hour. And now, back to our story. We left Nick trying to revive an unconscious Patsy so he could find out what had happened to her in Sally Reeves' apartment.
Feeling better now, Patsy?
Yes, Nick, I'm all right. Except for that crack on the head.
Well, what happened? Can you tell me?
I don't quite know, Nick. I was standing here in front of the bedroom mirror trying on Sally's new fur coat. Oh, Nick, isn't it heavenly?
Yes, it's certainly a valuable piece of fur, but what happened, Patsy?
Well, as I was trying on the coat, a man came through the door. He was wearing a mask. He told me to take off the coat and give it to him, or he'd kill me. I told him I wouldn't do it.
Did he have a gun?
Oh, I didn't see one.
How'd he talk?
Why, it was sort of funny, as if he were trying to disguise his voice. Sounded as if he might have had something in his mouth.
Probably did. It's an old trick. Without your best friend wouldn't recognize you. Then what?
He tried to jerk the coat off me, so I scratched his face for him.
Good for you.
Not so good, Nick. Look at my fingernails. They're all broken.
Oh, they'll grow in again. Then what happened?
Well, he hit me and knocked me down just as you rang the buzzer. You must have gone out the back door as you came in the front. Then I must have gone out cold.
You were certainly completely out when I found you.
What does all this mean, Nick?
Where did Sally get this coat? You know?
Oh, yes, her ex-hubby gave it to her instead of some back alimony that he owed her. He took it out of the stock at the store about 2 weeks ago and brought it to her.
Took it out of the stock at the store, huh?
Well, does that mean something to you?
I don't know, Patsy. But either this coat is tied up with a murder, or it's an extraordinary coincidence.
Well, how can you find out?
Get the history of the coat, first of all.
Well, how do you do that, for heaven's sake?
I know a man who can tell me. Come on.
Well, I'm glad you phoned him in advance. I'd hate to have made all this trip for nothing.
Hello, Mo.
Nick, how are you? Come in.
This is Patsy Bowen, my assistant, Mo.
How do you do?
Hello, glad to see you. And now, what is this puzzle you say you got for me, eh?
Here's a fur coat, Mo. Have a look at it.
It's beautiful, Nick. Beautiful.
What can you tell me about it?
Well, it's worth at least $4,000.
No, that isn't what I mean. What can you tell me about the coat itself?
Oh, everything I could tell you about it, Nick. But I might have to rip it apart a little here where it's sold.
Go ahead. I want to know as much as you can tell me.
Sure, Nick, sure. Now, I rip a little of the lining here, and I cut a few of the stitches here, where the skins are so together. Now, look, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see this little blue mark on the skin here?
Yes.
That means the coat was sold by Fishbone Brothers. Their mark. The skins were sewed together by Herman Schultz, who works for them. Nobody else in the business stitches like Herman.
Anything else?
Fishbone Brothers make up the coat. They sell it to a retailer. That's all I could tell.
Suppose they could tell me anything else about it?
You can ask them. They got a store right on the block from me. I could telephone them that you are coming, and they should take good care of you right away.
Thanks, Mo. Oh, by the way, that knife there on the counter, is that any particular kind of knife?
All for you to make garments use them, Nick. That is a good knife for trimming the skins. Why do you ask?
Oh, just saw one while ago, and I was curious. Come on, Patsy. Let's go see Fishburne Brothers.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Carter, but I wanted to be sure of the facts. This coat was sold by us to Perrilon. And Perrilon sold the coat to a Mrs. Jackson Moody, who lives in Boston. But 3 months ago, she reported it stolen and offered $500 reward for its return.
$500? Oh, Nick, we can claim that reward. We found the coat.
You found it, Patsy. The reward's yours if you want it.
Is that what you wanted to know, Mr. Carter?
Yes, thanks. That's exactly what I wanted to know. Oh, Patsy, call Riley and tell him to meet us at Reeves and Workman's place.
Well, what are we going back there for?
I want to see if Workman can add anything to what we already know about this stolen coat.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
Why, Mr. Carter, I didn't expect to see you again tonight.
I just want to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. Come in, all of you.
Working pretty late, aren't you?
Yes, I am. You see, without Mr. Reeves, there's so much more for me to do.
Pretty dark in here for you to be working, isn't it?
No, I can see plenty well in this light.
Well, Lieutenant Riley has to make some notes, so...
Make notes? On what, Nick?
Why, in Mr. Workman's answers to my questions, naturally. Sure you won't mind if I turn on another light, will you, Mr. Workman?
Oh, now, really, Mr. Carter, I don't
Nick,
think...
look. His face is scratched right across the cheek.
Yes, there was a cat sleeping on a pile of furs a little while ago. I didn't see him, and when I tried to move the furs, he jumped at me and scratched me.
What an alibi.
Now, what was it you wanted to ask me?
Well, first, Mr. Workman, I'd like your permission to look around your shop a bit.
Oh, now, see here, Mr. Carter. I don't see what right you have
Riley.
to come in here and...
See that Mr. Workman stays where he is while I take a look around the place.
Now, look here. You can't come in here and do
where
this.
you are, Workman. Nick knows what he's doing.
But I don't understand what...
Just sit tight. Nick will tell you when he's ready.
Well, this is an interesting package, Workman. Addressed to some firm out in San Francisco. Seems to be full of pieces of fur coats, some odd neck pieces, and other odd pieces of fur. All expensive fur, too, if I'm not mistaken.
That's just some pieces I had left over.
I don't think so, Workman.
What do you think they are, Nick?
I think Workman is a receiver of stolen furs.
Ridiculous.
He cuts them up and ships them to the West Coast. His accomplice out there ships his stuff east. Then they put them together and mix the furs up so they can't be identified.
You're crazy. I wouldn't get mixed up in anything like that.
Riley? Ever see a knife like this one before?
By golly, Nick, that's the same kind of knife that killed Reeves.
You're quite sure?
Of course I am. That same dark-colored handle, the same two metal bands around it, I'd know that anywhere.
That's the same kind of knife we saw at Moe's a little while ago, Nick. Except that the handle is different.
Exactly, Patsy. The knife's a regular furrier's knife. But I imagine at some time in the past year, Mr. Workman had new handles put on all his old knives. Right, Mr. Workman?
Say, now, look here. If you're trying to connect me with Reeves' murder, you're all wrong. I didn't kill him.
Ever see this fur coat before?
No.
And I suppose you weren't the man who tried to take it away from Patsy tonight at Sally's apartment.
No, of course not.
Hey, what's that about, Nick? You didn't tell me about anybody trying to rob Patsy.
Reeves gave Sally a very expensive fur coat out of the stock here at the store instead of paying her some back alimony. But Reeves didn't know it was stolen. Then when you arrested Sally, Workman knew he had to get that coat back before you found it, recognize it from the description that's been sent out, and trace it back to him. So he tried to steal it from Patsy tonight in Sally's apartment.
Lies, all lies.
Hey, Nick, I'm beginning to see what you're leading up to.
Do you, Riley?
I'll say I do. Reeves finds out that Workman is dealing in stolen furs. They get into a fight about it. Workman tells Reeves the coat he gave to Sally was stolen. Reeves is sore and starts for Sally's house to get it back. That's where he was headed when he was killed last night. I'll bet that's it.
Go on, Riley. Doing well so far.
But when Reeves leaves, Workman gets scared. He doesn't want Reeves to tell anybody he's selling stolen furs. But the only way he can stop him is to kill him. So he grabs one of his fur knives, beats it up to the apartment house before Reeves gets there, waits for him, and kills him. Why, it's as plain as the nose on your face.
You're crazy, all of you. I didn't kill Reeves.
Where were you between 8 and 10 last night?
I told you I was here in the store, taking stock, alone.
That ain't no alibi. Come on, workman. I'm taking you down to headquarters. We got ways of making fellas that have nothing to say talk a lot down there.
So I was right, Nick. Sally didn't do it. Oh, Nick, you're wonderful.
Well, thanks for those few kind words, Patsy. Okay, Riley. Take him down to headquarters and wait for me there.
Ain't you coming, Nick?
Now, there's one last bit of evidence that'll clinch this case, Riley, and I think I know right where to put my hand on it. Meet you in your office in about half an hour.
Oh, there you are, Nick.
Well, glad to see the four of you gathered here to welcome me. Riley, Patsy, Sally, and Mr. Workman. Now let's sit down and be real cozy.
What's all this about, Mr. Carter? They won't tell me anything except that you've got some use for me.
Okay, Nick.
Okay, Riley, go right ahead.
Well, Sally, it's like this. Mr. Workman here is the man who killed your ex-husband, Arthur Reeves.
That's a lie, Riley.
Oh, no, it ain't. Selling stolen furs, your knife, Sally having a fur coat that was stolen, and you trying to get it back, it all adds up. Just wait till the jury gets it.
Then, you know I didn't do it.
Of course we know it. And I'm apologizing right here and now to both you and Patsy for being such a dumb idiot as I was. I should have known you wouldn't kill him.
Isn't it wonderful, Sally? You're free. And Nick did it. I knew he would. Now I can collect the $500 reward for recovering the stolen fur coat.
Oh, it's just super, Patsy. You collect that money, and I'll collect the $100,000 on the insurance that Arthur took out for me.
I don't think you will, Sally.
Mr. Carter, why not?
Yes, Nick, why can't she get that money?
Sally,
Yeah?
you told me Reeves never got to your apartment last night. That you didn't see him at all, didn't you?
Yeah, that's right. I waited and waited, but he didn't come.
Riley, got the things you found in Reeves' pocket?
Well, sure, Nick. Right here. There you are.
Sally, in Reeves' pocket was a bill for women's clothes, addressed to you, postmarked the morning of the murder. It must have been delivered to you that afternoon. Now, if you didn't see Reeves, how did that bill get in his pocket?
Why,
You did see him, didn't you?
yes, he tried to take my fur coat away from me, but I wouldn't let him.
And you got into an argument about money, didn't you? He was broke and couldn't give you any, so you gave him this bill and said he could at least pay that, right?
Well,
And by the time he left you, you were so mad you could have killed him, weren't you?
But I didn't kill him. Workman did.
Workman didn't kill him, Sally. You did. After he left, you grabbed up that furrier's knife, ran down the stairs, rushed over to where he was still standing beside the pool, and plunged the knife in his back before he knew you were there.
No, I never owned a knife like that. I couldn't have done it.
Ever see this picture, Sally?
Huh?
I found it in your apartment a few minutes ago. A flashlight shot of a tea party you had in your apartment. Dated 3 months ago. And on the table is one of Workman's fur knives being used as a cheese knife. So you did own a knife like that.
All right, I did kill Arthur. I had to have money quick. I got a lot of bills that have to be paid. He wouldn't give me any money. Insurance was all I could get. So I killed him.
Well, Nick, so she did do it. I was right all the time.
I told you I didn't do it.
I knew you didn't do it all along, Workman. But I had to do it this way to break down the case against Sally. Sorry.
You say you knew all along, Nick?
Certainly. I knew Workman couldn't have done it because he'd never have chosen such a public place as the court inside a large apartment house at 9 o'clock on an early fall evening. There's altogether too much chance of his being seen. He'd have picked a much safer spot. Furthermore, he never would have killed him before he got that stolen coat back from Sally. No, Riley, only someone who was so mad they didn't stop to think would kill a man in such a public place.
Well, then I gotta let Workman go?
He was dealing in stolen furs, wasn't he?
Oh, by golly, you're right, Nick. I'll see that he gets his for that, I will. Come along, you. And you too, Sally Reeves. I'm going to put you both right where you belong. I knew it was you right from the very first. And you can't going to show me up.
Well, Nick, I was certainly wrong that time.
You certainly were, Patsy. Completely wrong.
She wasn't like that when I knew her years ago.
Well, times change. So do people. You couldn't know what she's like now.
I'm sorry, Nick. Gee, I suppose I'll never hear the end of this.
You probably won't, Patsy. But don't feel too bad. If it hadn't been for you, we'd never have caught Workman and broken up his racket and stolen furs. And the right person is going to pay for Reeves' murder. Those are the things that really matter. Always.
in just a moment, Nick and Patsy will bring you a preview of next week's exciting case. But before they do, a word to the wise. When you use Linex Clear Gloss on your floors, linoleum, furniture, and woodwork, they look as though you'd spent hours polishing them. And yet Linex Clear Gloss is so easy to apply, so easy to keep clean. Linex Clear Gloss is a durable, protective coating which is brushed on easily, drying without brush marks to a tough, transparent surface that sturdily resists alcohol, perfume, fruit acids, boiling water, and hot grease. The brilliant beauty of Linex Clear Gloss is a constant source of satisfaction to every homemaker, for it wears and wears, keeping its good looks for a long, long time. Linex Clear Gloss keeps dirt on the surface, too, where it's easily wiped away. So protect and beautify every wood and linoleum surface in your home with Linex Clear Gloss. It'll add sparkle to your home and save you hours of housework. Thousands of American homemakers have already learned what a time-saving, labor-saving product Linex Clear Gloss is. Learn for yourself what a household help it can be. Ask for it by name. Famous Linex Clear Gloss. Available at your paint, hardware, or department store. If your dealer hasn't received his supply of the 3 great Linex home brighteners, he'll have them soon. Ask him to save one or all of them for you. Acme will see that he gets them, and you get them, as quickly as possible. And now let's hear from Nick Carter himself. What exciting story have you got for us next week, Nick? Can you tell us a little about that?
Well, Ken, next week I'm going to tell you about a murder in a little country town. Patsy and I had gone there for our vacation. But for that one day, we got very little vacation.
A friend of the sheriff's was shot to death in his home in the early morning, and the sheriff made Nick take over. The sheriff found one big clue that satisfied him, but Nick found a number of small clues that really solved the murder.
What do you call the story, Nick?
I call it Murder in the Night.
Or the mystery of the milkman's discovery.
So long for now.
So long, everybody.
And so long to you, Nick and Patsy. We'll be looking forward to seeing you again next week. Next week at the same time, listen to another curious experience of Nick Carter, Master Detective, entitled
Murder in the Night. Or Nick Carter and the Mystery of the Milkman's Discovery.
Nick Carter, Master Detective, is a copyright feature of Street and Smith Publications, Incorporated. It is presented at this same time and over these same stations by the 3 great Linex home brighteners. Linex Clear Gloss, Linex Cream Polish, and Linex Self-Polishing Wax. Created by Acme, America's great producer of Acme quality paints. In the Nick Carter Adventures, Lon Clark is starred as Nick. Helen Choate is featured as Patsy. Original music is played by Lou White. The programs are written and directed by Jock McGregor. This is Ken Powell speaking for the thousands of Linex dealers all over America and saying so long until next week. This is Mutual.
"81 years ago, November 5th, 1944, Nick Carter, Master Detective on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Let's go check out and see what's going on with Claudia and David next.
This is Art Linkletter. In event of atomic bombing or some other catastrophe, here's something important to remember. It will help save lives, including your own. Do not use the telephone. Leave the line open for official rescue and relief. This is your part in civil defense. Remember, don't use the phone. Leave the line clear for safety of your own life and the lives of others.
Stay off that phone, Grandma. Now an episode of Claudia going back 78 years to November 5th, 1947.
Your Coca-Cola bottler presents Claudia. Claudia, based on the original stories by Rose Franken. Brought to you transcribed Monday through Friday by your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. Relax, and while you're listening, refresh yourself. Have a Coke. And now, Claudia.
Oh, this is nice. Isn't it nice?
Yeah, but I feel a little guilty.
Guilty good or guilty bad?
Definitely bad. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. I'm walking with my wife, that's why.
That's no good reason.
Ask any man on the street. Hey, where we go?
The park?
All right. We'll cross over on 60th Street.
Oh, I wouldn't cross over on any other. Say, the apartment will be nice and clean when we get back. Bertha's thorough cleaning. And making stew for supper while she does it.
Excuse me, madam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Darling, watch out where you're going.
I was watching something else. Oh, David, there's a little Chinese porcelain, sort of like the one Roger gave us last night. See it in that store window there?
But it's not near as fine.
Well, even I can tell that.
You really like Roger's present, don't you?
I love it. I wouldn't part with it for the world. He's sort of like an old member of our family.
About 950 years older than we'll ever be. Especially if you don't watch out for that car. Hey, be careful, Claudia, will you?
Why should I be the lights with us?
You want that printed on your headstone?
Well, why doesn't that driver get a ticket? He could have killed you.
Me? You were the one that almost walked into him.
Oh, you were closer to him than I was.
Well, I'm tougher.
Don't depend on it. Say, let's go into the park here, David.
All right.
David, what do you think? The zoo's right over there.
No, you don't say.
Didn't you know?
I never guessed.
Oh, David, how wonderful. You're the same way about zoos I am.
I am?
I thought I'd have to educate you to him.
I'll have you know that I have had an elephant staked out in this zoo for years.
You have?
Mm-hmm. She's nothing but a baby, but she's the sweetest little elephant you ever saw. I've kept an eye on her since the day she was born.
Oh, David, now how could you have had her staked out for years and still say she's nothing but a baby?
It is obvious, my dear, that you don't know elephants like I know elephants. Tilly is a baby at heart, a baby among elephants.
How old is she?
Oh, about 18. Just the same age as you are. What curves, what dimensions. The man who invented the elephant really did something, you know that? Elephants are gothic.
And Tilly, I suppose, is the most gothic of all.
Oh, not yet. She is but a babe in arms.
Say, David, how do you think Tilly will feel about me?
I don't know. I'm hoping that she'll greet you with an open trunk, but I don't know. She's quite a jealous elephant.
Look, why don't you tell her I'm your sister?
Oh, Tilly's not so dumb. She could tell right off that you weren't.
How?
She's a woman. She could tell.
Hey, let's buy some peanuts. I love peanuts. Here's a little man. Don't you love his whistle? Listen to his whistle, baby.
2 bags of peanuts, please. 1 for the elephant and 1 for the lady.
Oh, sure. Here you are. Hey, you wanted some nice popcorn for your wife? I got them nice and fresh. Lots of butter, lots of salt. Do you like?
I love buttered popcorn. Does Tilly like popcorn?
Tilly? Oh, you mean the elephant? Oh,
yeah.
Sure. She's my best customer. If Tilly's not here, I'd be somewhere else.
Well, that puts my nose out a little.
But you gotta remember, you gotta give Tilly the peanuts first. You see, if you give her the popcorn first, she no eat the peanuts. Oh, Tilly, she love a butter popcorn.
Thank you very much. Right this way, dear. Tilly lives over there beyond the menagerie. And I hope you noticed. Even the peanut man knew you were my wife.
Is that good?
Just the way it should be.
I think so, too.
Hey, watch out for the kids on the bike.
Hey, Bud, David.
What?
I won't go another step.
Why not?
You've got to tell me something first.
Anything. What?
How do you feel about chimpanzees?
Chimpanzees, second best elephant.
Oh, that's good. They're smarter than elephants, too, you know.
No, they only look smarter.
Well, what's the use of being smart if you don't look it?
You ought to know. Hey, we're just in time.
For what?
For dinner. The seals are being fed.
Oh, let's. Gosh, they sound awfully hungry. Let's go over there.
Hey, look at that one jump.
Oh, they make swimming look so easy.
Here, how would you like to throw a fish?
I forgot to bring some along. I'll throw them a peanut, though.
Where'll he go to put the shell?
In their pockets, silly. Here, catch. Oh, missed. Say, after Tilly, we'll come back to the seals, okay?
All right. Hey, you never should be allowed in a zoo. You're too silly for words.
Oh, David. Have a peanut, Seeley.
I wouldn't deprive you.
They're the elephants right around the bend.
Oh, they've got a couple of new ones.
Can you tell from over here?
Of course.
Well, I'm impressed.
Well, here we are. Look at them.
Which one is Tilly?
Can't you tell?
How should I tell?
By her personality, of course. She's so light on her feet. She has such abandon.
Is she that one?
Which one?
The one over there rolling her eyes, see?
That one? Oh, no. That is Tilly's father.
Oh, my mistake.
Anyone could tell that.
Careful, David. He's going to blow water at you.
At you, you mean? For calling him a she.
How do I know whether he's a he-elephant or a she?
Oh, that's very simple.
It is?
Mm-hmm. Lady elephants have much shorter tusks than gents.
Oh, then it is simple. Say, look at that cute little elephant coming this way.
Hello, Tilly.
David, is it?
It is.
Oh, I don't blame you then. She's charming. She's such a lovely gray
Here,
color.
give her some peanuts, Claudia.
Here, Tilly, 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 Tilly.
Claudia,
Tilly,
she's
Tilly.
an elephant, not a cat.
Maybe she doesn't know it, David. She came right over.
Hello there, lady. How you been? Nice. Lady. Did you miss your Uncle David while he was off getting married? What's so funny? You think she doesn't understand, huh?
Look at that little boy's face, David.
Oh, he's a good boy. He realizes elephants are fascinating creatures.
It's not the elephant, David. It's you. Bertha, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm in the bedroom, Mrs. Norton. Finished almost.
Don't hurry. Oh, I didn't realize how tired I was, David.
Here, I'll hang up your coat, darling. You sit down.
David, watch out.
Claudia.
Oh.
Now, why didn't you throw the shells away in the park?
And dirty up the lovely park, I should say, not. I'll pick him up. Won't take me a second.
Yeah, I'll help. Move over.
Oh, David, this is a lovely afternoon, wasn't it?
Not so bad. Good seeing Tilly again.
Nice to have met her. I'd like to know what my competition is.
You haven't got any.
Haven't I?
I'll tell you a secret. Tilly's gotten stout since I saw her last.
Happens to the best of them. Doesn't pay to let yourself go.
Now, you let that be a lesson to you.
I won't eat more than a ton of peanuts a day, darling. Say, this room looks completely different when you're sitting on the floor. Not half so bad.
Here, hand me your shells. I'll throw them in the waste paper basket.
It's all right. I can reach it here under the table.
Hey, Claudia, careful. You almost knocked that table over.
Oh, no. The mandarin's on this table. Say, David, now that I see him again, he's much handsomer than the one in that store this afternoon. He has much more personality.
No comparison. No comparison at all.
You know, I don't think I've ever owned anything I like as well. Wonder if Mama called while we were out.
Ask Bertha, why don't you? I'll call the office in the meanwhile.
Give Roger my regards. Tell him thanks again for the little porcelain mandarin.
Anything else?
Just one more thing.
This?
How'd you guess?
You're so subtle.
Huh?
You close your eyes.
David, I'm glad you like elephants.
Well, what's that got to do with us?
Everything.
How would you like to go to a baseball game sometime?
I've never been to one. Would I like it?
Oh, you'd love it. They sell peanuts.
Let's go, but not tonight.
No? Well, I'd better call Roger before it's too late.
Here, help me up before you go.
There you are. Darling, have we got another small table in the house?
Certainly, there's one over by the window.
I think we ought to put it over here by this chair. Let's put the mandarin on it. This one seems awfully unsteady.
That's a good idea.
No, I'll do it when I come back.
Mrs. Norton, I finished the bedroom.
Oh, Bertha, wonderful. Did anybody call while we were out?
No, the phone did not ring once. I dust a little in here now, yeah? You do not mind.
No, I do not mind. We'll go in the bedroom, not disturb you. Bertha.
Yeah?
When was the last time you went to the zoo?
Oh, such a long time ago.
Well, do me a favor and go again soon with Fritz.
Oh, we are too old. The zoo is for young people and children.
Oh, no, it isn't, Bertha. That's a mistaken idea. And
so?
Bertha, if Fritz is anything like Mr. Norton, he'll act like a perfect fool, and you'll wish you'd never gone with him. And you'll never want to go with anybody else. Here, let me help you with this chair.
I can do it.
Don't be silly. I like to help you. There.
I dust fast and come back tomorrow.
The mandarin.
Oh, all in little pieces. It is broken.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, Mrs. Norton, look what I've done in 100 pieces. Ah, I'm so clumsy.
It's all right, Bertha.
All right, never the beautiful little doll all in pieces. Ah, Bertha, you are such a Dummkopf.
It's my fault, Bertha. I should have put the other table here.
Mrs. Norton, I buy you another. Tell me. I go right now and please tell me
Don't
where.
be silly, Bertha. It's not worth all this fuss.
Oh, but I must get you another.
We'll get ourselves another.
Maybe it isn't so simple.
It's simpler than that. This was just a cheap little china doll we bought at the 10-cent store. It's certainly not worth all this fuss, Bertha.
You can get another just like it?
Exactly like it. No trouble at all.
Mrs. Norton, I'm so glad. I was so unhappy I broke
I have already forgotten about it, Bertha. We'll get another in the morning.
And I pay for it.
Anything you say, just so you don't worry.
I feel better now about it. I help you pick up the pieces.
Oh, it's much too late. Say, Fritz will be sending the police out for you if you don't get downstairs. I'll pick up the pieces myself.
Mrs. Norton, good night. I come up early tomorrow.
Fine, Bertha. And thanks for coming up.
I'll buy you another little doll tomorrow. Good night.
Oh, David.
Hello, darling.
David, he's broken in little pieces.
I know.
You saw it?
Mm-hmm. I heard you, too. You know, you're a nice girl, darling. I love you.
What else could I do, David?
I know lots of people who wouldn't have thought to do what you did.
Oh, anybody would have. Anybody who'd had as nice a day as I've had.
Think so?
I was just being selfish, David. I couldn't bear to spoil the lovely afternoon we had by seeing Bertha so upset. Besides, the mandarins live to be centuries old, and Bertha already thinks she's too old to go to the zoo.
Do me a favor, darling.
What, David?
I promise to take you to the zoo once every week if you promise to stay just this selfish. It's a deal?
It's a deal. Come on. Help me pick up the mandarin's pieces.
All story material used on this broadcast of Claudia was under the supervision of Rose Franken and William Brown Maloney. It's no trick these days to buy enough Coca-Cola to take home and stock up the family refrigerator. But did you know that more and more food stores are also installing the familiar red cooler so that you can enjoy ice-cold, delicious Coca-Cola on the spot and shop refreshed? It's a point to bear in mind the next time you do your marketing. Every day, Monday through Friday, Claudia comes to you transcribed with the best wishes of your friendly neighbor who bottles Coca-Cola. So listen again tomorrow at this same time. And now this is Joe King saying au revoir, and remember, whoever you are, whatever you do, wherever you may be, when you think of refreshment, think of Coca-Cola. For ice-cold Coca-Cola makes any pause the pause that refreshes.
Up just like that is why I love Claudia. 78 years ago, November 5th, 1947, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Thanks for making us a part of your Wednesday. On Thursday, we'll have episodes of Have Gun Will Travel, Suspense, Gunsmoke, and Romance, along with another episode of Claudia. That's all coming up on our Thursday edition of Classic Radio Theater. See you tomorrow. I'm Wyatt Cox.